Hello, 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 and welcome to yet another episode of Shadows of Sharn, a D&D series that's noir-inspired, taking place in the Eberron setting. Before we go any further, let's go ahead and meet our detectives yet again. If our esteemed eyes of many detective agencies and their cat can go ahead and say hello.
Hello. My cat says hello.
John Cena says hello too.
Blah, blah.
Hello.
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 How you gamers doing tonight? Hope you're killing it.
No, you.
I'm not talking to you, Brian. I'm talking to
Whoa.
the esteemed individuals that are watching us. I already complimented you beforehand, Brian, alright?
I think we should all go in a circle together, and now that we're on stream, I'll compliment each other.
No, actually, I take it back. I don't want to do that.
I think Nate has grown a very nice looking beard.
Oh, thank you very much. I do need a trim, but I'm glad with how it's shaped up so far.
I could keep going, but we're gonna run on time, so
Yeah.
I could do this for hours, gamers. I'm just saying.
Alright, thank
Don't
you
even
all.
get me started on Brian.
Don't even get me started.
What, Brian? It's compliments, it's not insults.
Don't do that to me.
It'll make you cry. Becca, you got a nice haircut, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure you got a haircut since last time. It looks like you did at least.
Okay. I don't remember. What are we doing here?
I think we're playing
D&D
Dungeons and
maybe?
Dragons.
I don't
If
know.
we,
And?
I don't know.
Last time wasn't much of Dungeons and Dragons. It was just beating up people on boats and then listening to the love story of two individuals who drifted apart since they were kids.
Yeah.
And then
High
Lila
school
left.
sweethearts. Yeah.
If anyone wants to give a more elaborate recap than that, go ahead.
I think we covered everything.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, there
We-
was...
We fucked up some dudes on a boat in a combat that Nate thought was hard, and then we demolished without really any of us getting that hurt at all.
I think Achaeus was the only one to take damage, if I remember
I
correctly.
believe. That sounds right for every combat, though. It's usually always the case.
I mean,
I don't
Yeah.
need for
Yeah.
that.
No,
Sure
Nate's,
you don't.
Nate's targeting
Yeah, Nate-
Stone, and I'm not here about it.
it was interesting. Nate's
Um,
like, who I gotta
hold on.
roll for this.
Nate's
Achaeus.
Internet's
and then-
down.
Uh-oh. Nate? Are you dead?
He looks so happy. His final
Yeah, he
moments were
does
so
look so-
joyous.
Stream's going down too.
Yeah, we'll be back in a
An
second.
earlier round?
Rose the stream.
Sugar it's going down swinging. Hi, Nate.
Hi,
Welcome
Nate.
back.
Sorry having issues, buddy.
This
We'll get
might
through
this might have a better experience being watched on YouTube later.
Hmm.
I don't know what's up. Last couple of hours, maybe someone else in the house is deciding to somehow use 80% of the internet all at once.
So I guess we gotta kill him.
Yeah. I mean, are we?
Alright,
is-
we're back,
is- is-
gamers.
Are we live?
Are we live?
We're
Or,
live.
Okay, take two. Hello, welcome to.
You don't need to go from the start.
What? I don't know if people are coming in or not. Okay.
No, we're good right now. It's okay.
Audio sync.
We don't have an editor.
Becca sinking.
Editor, make me seem more funny.
Okay,
You're already
So-
really funny.
Johnny, you're the only miss. I
last time you all had the ship battle. It'll just say slaughter, really. Met up with Tresh and Yana again, and were able to learn about some possible issues with a person from their own past. Get on to a couple different airships and begin your journey over to Tavik's Landing, finishing the stop just outside the gates. In front, as mentioned before, in front of you, you can see like there are the several guards of the Blade Marks who are currently stationed at the space with fencing and like what looks to be like a checkpoint system for everyone to kind of like pass through before they're allowed in. You can kind of like see as people go in and out. Oh, go inside the upper Tabix landing section proper, that there is a light that kind of like blinks off green for most individuals as they come by. And after a few minutes of that, so you see one of the someone kind of like gets stopped after a light flashes red, and they kind of like they kind of like give a surprised look and go, "Oh, sorry," kind of like reach into a pocket and hand over a wand. And before they're kind of like just made to walk through it again, and then allowed when the light turns green.
So airport security. Do we have to take our shoes off?
No, everyone's allowed to keep their shoes on as long as it's not enchanted.
As long
Well,
as
we
they're
can't
not
have
bad.
armor.
Nope. The only ones who would be allowed to wear armor in here are those who already have a license and those who can show proof of veteran status. And even then, the ones that would have to pay for that would be Trash and Velveteen after showing that proof. Everyone else that can wear armor has already got the approval.
I would imagine, as we're going through this, depending on, I would imagine somewhere on Velveteen's arm, the prosthetic arm at least, it would be marked, because it was originally given to him as a military hardware.
We were told about this checkpoint, about no magic stuff beforehand, right?
Yeah, you were told
Yeah.
no weapons, no magic, no armor.
Okay. Twister would have left his armor at the agency, and his weapon. He'll keep a basic holy symbol tucked underneath his shirt, though.
Is it magical in itself in any way?
No. It'll just be a regular holy symbol.
Okay.
It's not the Jack. It's not the tricked out one that I have.
I think I just have a chain shirt. And a sickle. I have a light crossbow and a dagger too.
Should take all of this.
Tresh, by the way, will kind of like look over everything, see like the security kind of like going in. If anyone would like to, they can make an insight check right now.
Always.
Sure.
Yeah. Insight's my best stat, don't you know?
Nate, did I ever get an answer to my question that I asked you before the stream?
Oh yeah. Here you got the licenses.
Oh, great. Yeah. Galen's.
Yeah, you're
Didn't
just not
change
allowed
anything.
to. Yeah, you're just not allowed to use magic. That's for everyone, regardless. Okay, 4, 25, 7, and 12.
Wait, hold on. No, it's not gonna help.
Okay. Twister is the only one here that notices this. As Trash kind of like looks over the line and sees everything. You see that she seems to at first be kind of like just getting her eyes on the whole perimeter of the space, kind of like noticing that seems to be checking off where a bunch of guards are and where they're moving. Kind of like looking at the station and like how people are examining different like objects that are being put to the side to be examined later, or kind of like stowed off to the side, or given back depending on some circumstance you don't know about at your location. And you kind of like see her kind of like scratch at her prosthetic arm, and then kind of like then before she kind of like turns back towards all of you. I'm gonna split off for real quick. I'll meet you all inside when you get in there. I've got something I gotta take care of real quick.
Okay.
That's fine with me. We'll see
Okay.
you inside.
For everyone, it's you kind of like see as Tresh walks away, Yana just kind of like looks confused a bit. No helping it. Follow me, and she'll like guide you over to the over into the line, and after a couple of minutes, you're all allowed to kind of like get to the entrance past on. Oh, Yana is kind of like taken to the side and led on through after showing her badge and her own station.
I show my license and also get moved through.
Yeah, you kind of like get to go through the expedited line as well.
What the fuck?
Galen's got TSA pre-check.
Yeah.
First Admiral Velveteen Despero, 51st Division. We were there. You know, day one.
Do I get veterans discount if my dad was a veteran?
No.
I mean,
Drats.
the discount doesn't apply here in either. You're not getting movie tickets.
Listen, I just gotta make sure I have all my things.
Okay.
Thank you.
The blade mark for you, Velveteen. There you go. Take off anything magical. And take off, put you on to the side. You can get your approval at the Tower of Law.
Would I receive my items back once I...
If they're
You know.
deemed non-harmful, they'll be given to you immediately. Otherwise, you'll have to hold on. I will hold on to them until you make a departure.
Well, I'm useless now. I should take my arm off. Arm comes off, gun comes off. Oh, well, you mind, you know, then just pops off. I'll walk on through.
Okay. As a note, like, the only one that you can see is being allowed to keep their weapon as well is Iana. Strictly because she is, you can imagine it's strictly because she's a high-ranking member of the Sharn Watch. No other reason would be allowed for someone who's not a blade mark in this area, you've been told. So, all of you would be giving up your weapons as well as everyone but Velveteen and Gil giving up armor.
They even let me keep my magical armor. Well, because it's Elven Chain. I hate to ask, because I don't want to ask it, because I want my Elven Chain to stay on me.
You'd have to take that off.
It's just...
Wait, no, you
armor,
got
but I can
your
wear it.
approval. Never mind, that's right, yeah.
Let me through. I paid money for this.
Do I want to do something silly? No, I'm not. No. This is not now. No. This is not now silly. This is later on silly. All right. I promise. This is not. Just let me say, Mike. Hold on. I'm just asking a question. My gun's not considered magical, right? It's
No.
Just yeah.
It's
Okay.
just-
So I saw that. That's all I was asking.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
mean,
was
it's still
asking.
sold aside. Kind of like put into a bit of a container of its own, marked and labeled and held in storage.
Okay. I'm just making sure. 'Cause I don't know.
So Velveteen does not have his gun.
No. I was just making sure for later on, just in case things happen. Don't have any-
Would we know? So there's definitely like, are there like sensors in this area that like can sense if you use magic or if you are using magic when you enter?
You've been told that that there are like devices that kind of like put up around Upper Tavik's Landing that can automatically detect when magic is used, and
Okay.
can mark a person. That would have been
Okay.
something you would have been told about on the way here.
Well,
Probably
I
wasn't,
figured
but
Achaeus has
I'll say.
probably been here before in his life at some point, so
Um,
you would know this stuff.
do we see any of those devices around?
Yes, you can see that on the corners through the streets, as well as hanging off some of the lesser towers within the structure, that there are objects that kind of like look like that are attached to lampposts or other signs through the area. They're square boxes that kind of like just seem to be humming out a low sound, a low din the whole time, as well as having a steady white light just kind of like circling around within the box itself. That you can surmise, that Yana, go ahead and point out to y'all and let y'all know that is the magical sensor. Yeah, they seem to be spread out about like one every 30 feet.
Oh, I love being useless.
Magical items include the earrings that we just got.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to take those in?
Well, let's say let's have this as something going on. So those would be kind of like noted off by the guards, and you'll be asked to go ahead and tell their purpose before they go ahead and check them first. So, how do you try to persuade being able to keep them in?
Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this, Nate. They are communication devices that me and my group use to talk between each other and keep in touch in case we are separated.
Alright, the guard's gonna go ahead and like take yours and kind of like put it under, put it on a shelf and kind of like have another box, one of those boxes like the ones, a smaller version of the ones you see decorated throughout the upper Tavix, and let that kind of like shine down on it as well while that's being checked.
This is literally TSA.
You seem to be telling the truth, but any other purpose that you would use these for?
They're just rings of messaging. They're just to keep in contact in case someone gets lost or separated. It's a safety hazard.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
You're good at that.
Got this,
If we were in your box, I would be like guidance.
There you go, see?
Alright, yeah, 22. Alright, they're not harmful. You can go ahead and keep them.
Thank you.
Sorry, I had to brush off a stink bug from my glass real quick.
Yikes.
Gross.
Yeah, luckily it was on the rim, so it's whatever. But yeah, you're all able to keep your earrings so that you can communicate with each other, and after a few minutes of this red tape going on, you're allowed to go on to the other side.
Galen
And-
looks so bored and irritated that everyone else is taking so long.
Do we see this, by the way?
He's not hiding it.
Listen, alright, we're trying over here. I thought I'd be able to get through more quickly, okay? But apparently, giving your life for this city is, apparently not enough. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Mm.
You can get your stuff back when you show your approval from the Tower of Law, sir.
It used to be a different type of world. Where I could just walk through here with no issues.
You sound very ancient in this particular moment. Just letting you know.
I gave my life for this.
You're gonna be one of those veterans at
No.
a checkpoint crossing?
No,
Well, it sounds like you are. So
it just feels weird not having two arms.
So are we going with you to the Tower of Law, or
I mean, I could make that trek myself. I don't mind.
I look to Ayana?
Yeah. What does Iana want? How
I presume
smart would it
Crash
be
went in
to...
the same direction.
split.
Yes.
Sorry, what was that, Becca?
I assume Tresh went in the same direction because of the prosthetic arm thing as well, right?
You haven't seen Trash after she split.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead and be like... I don't know if, There shouldn't be any reason for anyone to wish harm upon Velveteen, as far as I know. At least not at this conjecture.
It's not so much
Conjunction.
harm. I just want my stuff back.
So, yeah, there shouldn't be any issues coming to the Tower of Law on his own. We can wait up for him, or just make our way over to the Three Towers ourselves.
No, I mean, I could. No.
Could
try
I
and keep up with
could
you.
I just go with him? Just so that we're not splitting one
From-
by one off.
From my understanding of our plan, it is heavily reliant on both having Tresh and Velveteen with us, yes? Right, because they were going to
Mhm.
introduce us.
Yes, because
So,
So we stay with Velveteen.
and we wait for Tresh, presumably.
Alright, are y'all just kind of like, gonna be standing and waiting for Trash right by the entrance?
Can I see if I see trash around?
Yeah, do we know how long Tresh is gonna be, or should we
Uh,
just move on and let her
Tresh,
join
so
us?
Trash
Yeah,
tends
I
to
think we
disappear
should
for
just-
hours at a time.
I-
so-
I think we should just move on and let her rejoin
Yeah.
when she gets back to us.
Okay, so y'all start making your way to the Tower of Law, passing through the streets to this particular part of the district. You see the different stalls here still have the same high-end wares from across the continent that you saw from the other side of the gates. There is always a heavy presence of blade marks, just kind of like patrolling the space. Some of them just kind of like looking a bit more lackadaisical, just kind of like ready to sleep, or otherwise kind of like not really pay attention. Some of them you can see like as soon as they spot a new face like yours, just stare you all down until you're out of sight. But it's after a few blocks of this. You can, you don't hear her show up, you just notice her as she kind of like, budges right next to y'all. As Tresh is now here. I was worried y'all were gonna just stand right out in the open.
I mean, we're experienced adventurers / detectives. We're not stupid.
You can note that she has her prosthetic arm still on.
How were you able to,
Is her prosthetic arm a weapon?
Or did you sneak in?
is very suspicious because
I found my own way in.
Nice.
cool way to get in. So
Not it.
I'd like not to have this pointed out either, please.
no, it's fine. It's understandable.
Okay. And Tresh kind of like looks back towards Yana real quick. You can let this slide, right? Not my jurisdiction. Yana like a little bit of an annoyed face at that. And then everyone's able to move on. Continue their trek. After a few more minutes, you come across the tower where that's kind of like jutted out next to a bunch of other smaller towers. This one you can see has the emblem of Brayland on top of it. That is the country that Sharn is in, as well as having a scale of justice symbol over the large door in front. There is there is another heavy presence of blade marks here. You can immediately see that there's 20 that seem to be just by the doorway, kind of just chatting with each other, as well as seeing people who seem to be in judiciary gowns coming in and out as well. But as you make your way inside, it's not a it's not difficult at all. There's no checkpoints since you already had that at the start of the district. And yeah, you can like as soon as you get in, one of the blade marks will be like, "All right, that's your business."
We are here to pick up our items that we had taken from us at the check-in.
That'll be at the check. You get that when you get out. You're not talking about getting a. You mean your license for armor?
Yes.
Oh, all right. It'll be that line with the green coloring over there. Right next to the tax line.
How long is the line?
It only looks like it's about like 5 or 10 minutes long.
Do you know how much this will, run us as we get our items and as we get these passes or such?
Well, that'll be 5 Galifers.
I'll go ahead and take care of this for us. We wait in line.
Okay.
Galen does not. Galen waits the fuck outside. You kidding me? Have fun.
Twister
Ew.
waits outside because he didn't bring his armor to begin with.
Okay. Everyone who's outside as...
Hold on. I thought we were here to get his veteran stuff.
Yeah, the approval
very-
to wear armor by being a veteran.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah, so it's
so
just for
confused.
Velveteen.
It's just for Velveteen. Yeah,
Yeah.
so okay.
So if y'all want to wait outside, that's perfectly fine. I don't mind going inside.
Braving the DMV alone.
So is life.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to tonight's episode, all about bureaucracy. No, for everyone who's outside as
Three of
Velveteen.
us RPAing for 5 hours as Velveteen waits at the DMV.
But yeah, for everyone who's outside right now, go ahead and... Hey, can I get a perception check from you?
You rolled well.
Brushed his bangs out of his eye for once.
Yeah. The wind came by
I
and like blew
rolled
it.
less than Achaeus.
Yeah. Wild.
The hair was in my eyes this time.
You were standing
Okay.
too close to Achaeus and the wind blew Achaeus's bangs into your face and you're like, oh!
Gale.
Yes.
As all of you kind of like leave Velveteen to brave the green line, you're kind of like looking around, and as you do so, you notice that there's a group you definitely wouldn't have been expecting to be intermingling with a police force, especially in one as strict as this area. You can see hanging around a few of them are some halflings in the Boromar clan attire. You all seem to be kind of like chatting it up right now.
I'll just... I won't like actively watch them, but I'll make note of them. I mean, it's not completely out of the question that Boromars, regardless of being a crime family, are still important people within the city. Also, I'll just like make a note. How many Boromars are there?
You can see that there are 3 of them right now.
Is there any like distinction between Boromars of like Ilsas or like the like various other Boromars within like the within Sharn proper, like within the districts?
Everyone, all of them, kind of like wear the
same stuff.
Yeah, the same kind of like suits and armors.
Yeah, I mean, do the lower Dura ones like look kind of like, you know, like their suits are a bit more like lower Dura-y?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like
do
the
these
higher
look
up.
lower Dura-y, or do they look fancier?
One of them it has a fine tailored suit. The other 2, you can see that there's some holes in their suit.
Okay, interesting. I'll make note mostly of the fancier one. and like note the detailing on the suit.
Okay.
Elegant.
Yeah, you look as you're looking like you can see like turn to your side and see like Yana and Trish also spotted them, and Yana's reaction you can notice is some more confusion, while Trish just kind of like furrows her brows, and that just seems to sigh. It's you get the feeling from Trish like it's not something too unexpected from her, but yeah. Yeah, after a few minutes, Velveteen, you're able to pay the money, get your license, and all of you can kind of like head back to the entryway, get Velveteen's armor back. You're not allowed to get your prosthetic because they scanned and were like, yeah, there's some lethal magic on this thing.
Do you all at least have like a rental?
Certainly. And you're kind of like have to go ahead and kind of like go through some different, go through like a catalog of prosthetics that they seem to be looking at through a bag of holding of their own. Kind of like looking you up and down, taking some out, measuring against your existing arm before they find one that seems to be close enough and set that in.
Thank you. This feels just right and perfect and wonderful. Do I need to pay you for this rental?
No, that's allowed as with the entry.
Okay. You all have a wonderful day. And do I give this back to you specifically when I return, or do I, when I go to pick up my actual prosthetic, do I just give it to them?
You just come over here, whoever has the shift. You make sure to let them know that's a rental prosthetic, and give your name, and we'll get you your stuff back.
It's like a coat check.
Okay. I'll hold on to this ticket then. Actually, you know what? Galen, hold on to this ticket.
Of course.
Okay. Oh, with that out of the way, you begin your journey over.
Yeah, I don't know where we're going. I don't
Sorry,
recall.
there's something I have to wait for someone to get back here for. That I just was brought to my attention.
Isn't Brian here?
Brian's here just eating.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Brian. Yeah, Velvet.
Yeah, I'm here.
Sorry, not Velvet. Twister. Twister. We're gonna have to go back to something because I forgot about this. Your own bag when that was being brought through.
My own bag?
Did you keep the red liquid vial?
Yes.
I would say Twister would have gone through his things. Let me roll an intelligence check.
Because I will say, I believe, I don't know if this is what we
Twister
saw.
kept it on him.
Which red vial is this?
I think this is the one we
The
chose.
one
the
we
one
got
that-
The one we
The one that
just
Achaeus
got.
tried to take, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well,
We
Achaeus
just
should have
got.
taken it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Twister would have. Twister totally forgot about it.
Rolling back about 40 minutes to this.
Oh my god, I'm so far ahead. I don't want to be associated with this scene that's about to happen. Kiana, sorry, lovely conversation.
What do you mean you have to take my
2319,
prosthetic
2319.
arm?
It's gonna be like one of those like soda bottles you forgot about in TSA where you just fucking chug it real quick.
Oh god, you're gonna die.
Yeah, sorry.
No. He's not gonna do that. Be
Kiana
very
and I got
stupid.
coffees and are like chatting.
Yeah, Twister, when your bag is kind of like searched through after a red light goes off for you, They
Twister's just like, what?
you see the blade mark individual here. Tough to see like necessarily any of their features. They're in full armor with helmet on. Fire's just the only thing lifted up for you to see. So you just see the the bloodshot brown eyes on the other side, and you kind of like notice as they kind of like look through the bag, they see it, look back to you as they
I see
pick
the
out the vial.
I see the vial, and I'm like, Twister's head inside. Fuck, 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 fuck. Twister outside, just calm.
Interesting thing you got here.
Yeah. Can I insight check the dude?
Disadvantage, they have most of them hidden away. 9.
Hey. I
Alright.
don't know what they're doing.
You see them kind of like look over at the vial again. Yeah, this is unknown quantity. We'll hold on to this one now. You'll have to go through some extensive paperwork. That'll take weeks if you want this back.
It's fine. I don't need it.
Okay. And you see... carrying on with the 9 insights, you see them just kind of like place it under a table and kind of like go back to their job.
Okay.
Alright, now... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, the dice would have already been rolled at that point. No, I'm good.
Okay.
I was going to use a hero point, but no. No.
And I'm sealing up the stink bug so it won't bother me again. Hold on a second.
Stink bug's like going wild for you, huh?
Yeah, it escaped from the trash can.
Escape. You have to lock it in
Or
a
no
little
way.
room with a lot of like different little puzzles in it, and then see if it gets out.
Oh, an escape room.
Yeah, with Harry Houdini. You're trying to complete the last seance.
The last puzzle is just gut punching Nate and see if he survives.
I will not survive.
No.
My spleen will be destroyed.
It'll be a few days, but then you'll be dead.
Oh yeah, a lot of agonizing pain as your stomach acid melts you from the inside out.
Yeah, it's all those those weird ointments that he was taking that fucked him up. Also, he's trying to maintain his youth. We can go into Harry Houdini lore later, okay?
All right, stink bug secured, and with that out of the way, we fast forward
Got this
back
bag.
to where back to the present, and you're
I
all.
promise I'm here. I'm just eating.
Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
Where'd Brian go?
He
Can
left.
someone roll me a d20 during your travel over
Who's got
to
it?
the 3 towers?
Me. Got it.
Gotcha.
7.
Okay, 7.
Lucky number 7. Dimension 20's the 7.
Okay.
What does that mean?
As you're all making your way through the streets,
Making my way.
you begin to hear a whir, kind of like just slowly building up in sound before it turns into a full-on blare from the streets. You can hear it coming from one of the sensors hanging by a lamppost, as it then shoots out some kind of glittery light over into the direction of a person who seems to just be standing by his stall, and it covers them all over. Before 2 Blade Mark members just rush over to the person, tackle them down to the ground, and lock their arms place, grabbing out from their hand a spell scroll.
From watching that thing go off, does it essentially basically cover the person in a fairy fire kind of situation?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Noted.
But yeah, you kind of like witness that that go on. Like some of the people in the air around the area kind of like stop to watch the whole scene, while other people just kind of like keep on going about their day. Even the person who was at the stall that this tavern ran in front of just immediately looks over to the next customer and kind of like goes to bring them in.
To I guess Iana, Galen will just go. So, how necessarily does that work, since considering that the person wasn't moving and the magical item was just on them, the siren had to build up until it activated?
It might have been a spell that has no immediate effect or nothing visible. Maybe something like a charm or manipulation of something we didn't see. I'm not sure myself.
Fascinating.
Those things are always spot on.
But it does not detect does it detect innate magics within people, or is it merely like arcane or like divine spells?
Yes, changes made. I'm not much of someone who's researched into this stuff. I'm not. It's something about. But yeah, it's only like spells that I cast, things that disrupt the area. The natural magics doesn't seem to handle anything, do anything with. Otherwise, Genasi and other naturally magical beings would never be able to walk through here.
Right.
This is actually very interesting.
It is good
So wait,
information to know.
can Genasi then just use their innate magic? Or no?
Well, possibly. Although, depending on how it's used or what it is, you'll get a reaction from one of the blade monks looking over the place themselves.
So it would be less likely to alert a siren, more likely to just alert a nearby god.
Yes.
Heard.
That's an option for Twister.
Yes, I believe an air genasi like you would be allowed to fly around, but if you're to cause a gust that disrupts things, that would be what would get you arrested.
It's actually quite curious.
So affect myself, not affect other people. Not affect other people.
Yes. Unless you come across a blade mark that's not exactly up for... that's a lot more strict and possibly bored.
Understandable.
Okay.
So just don't test the limits here.
Again, none of you should have much to worry about. No one's going to try to harm someone that related to the head of the Sharn Watch.
Lovely. We can continue, I suppose.
Okay. After another 20 minutes of walking through these streets, sometimes noticing stares you get from Blade Mark members, a lot of whom seem to really be more focused on the sudden arrival of Iana. You're all able to make your way to a series of 3 towers that are almost combined together. You can see that there is the emblem for the Denieth household over top on each of these towers. All of them having their own mini towers that kind of jut out and sprout out over to the sides. In the fields that are kind of grown around them as well, you can see that there are different members of the Blade Marks who are going through training, whether it be archery or just barehanded fighting, swords, spears, any kind of weapon. It seems to be a heavy amount of martial training that's going on. A couple of whom you can see are have the dragon mark for Denieth as well, as that they activate that on their hands or whatever other body parts the mark showed itself on, and you can see from those marks a dark blue magical energies just leap out over into an area of their discretion to block a projectile that's being sent out. But all of you make your way to the entryway before these towers, before you are stopped again by a familiar face to a few people here. Giant man, clean shaven head, who just arms folded looks over to you all, looking down. Well, I haven't seen your faces here for a couple of hours now. Have you come looking over to Velveteen? I'm gonna need to know your name sometime, but for now, what's your business here, everyone?
We all, my friend and our friends here, more specifically, and I'll motion toward church. We're here to show our friends around, and then I will.
Yana will step forward. I am Yana Yetalan. I am an old friend of Torna. And Tresh will kind of like also step forward. And I am Tresh Tharashk, also an old friend. Come to stop by, see Uncle Torna, and show off a relative of mine as well as his friends. Let them see how things are done over here. Y'all are the best of the best, ain't ya? Alright. I'll let the commander know that his favorite twips are here. And the guy goes inside before you're all kind of called come on in. If anyone would like to, can I get a perception check as well during that encounter?
Oh,
I would like to. It's not gonna do anything, but I would like to.
Fuck.
I can re-roll it.
Hey!
You can re-roll
They
that.
can hold on. They can re-roll it. Just make it a nat 20. Come on. No.
Oh,
Oh, nat 11.
Stone.
-3. Still somehow more
Yeah.
than Twister.
Alright, Gale and Velveteen, as this large man kind of like turned around and walked away, you could swear that you smelled something akin to rotten egg lingering on him. It's kind of like...
Stinky.
Would we
Uh-oh.
have had,
Stinky little man.
would we have noticed this smell before in previous adventures? Like, would
No.
it stick out? Okay.
You... I don't know if this is something you would have gotten during your time here with this campaign. I'd say...
That
you
implies
all-
we should know it from a different campaign.
No.
What campaign's been running without us, Nate? I'm curious.
I don't
I'm
remember
more
anyone
saying,
in
like,
my
maybe
game
you're-
having a stinky egg smell. Brian, was there any in Straw?
Stone.
Oh.
I'm curious.
Stone?
Did I come across a stinky man?
I'll give this to Velveteen as well, having the higher passive perception. You also saw that, like, on the other underside of his jaw, that there was...
Picky?
No, there was a smudge of some kind of white powder.
Oh, Okay.
Snuff powder. Got it.
on his neck.
Oh.
You know, you two also make sense for this role, oddly enough. Can I get a if you want to understand what these could be, this will be a high history check for you.
Can it be Arcana?
What do you, can we get the DC number, Nate, please?
I'd say 22.
Okay,
can I
then
use a hero point?
I'm gonna use my knowledge from a past life.
Yeah, you can use whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
24.
okay.
23.
Go ahead, Nate. Nate, let us know what this is.
Eat it up.
Galen from inside my mind is like, yes. From my days of binging on cocaine. It's like, oh, thank you, Galen. Didn't know that about you.
Oh, it's not cocaine. Don't worry.
It's worse.
It's super cocaine.
Ah, here we go.
It's a needle inside of an egg, inside of a duck, inside of a hair, inside of a chest.
You two. That smell was like sulfur.
Oh yes.
The white powder is something. Oh, man, remember this from? You remember seeing something like that being mixed with something else from your military days? You just don't remember how all this combines. It was nothing you were necessarily near. You just came across some people putting this together before. Wasn't really sure what the thing was about.
I'll shoot Galen like a quick look. I imagine I notice him seeing this and just I'm not gonna say anything, but just I'll look at them and then just eyes forward again.
So sulfur and then an unknown white powder that isn't cocaine.
It's not cocaine. Don't worry.
Oh my
No,
god!
no
it's
one's taking
baking soda.
cocaine by going like this.
I don't
Nate,
know.
Yeah,
maybe
Nate.
maybe they were making out with someone who just did like a bump, and then like they got like their nose powder like on their neck.
Yeah.
I don't know, Nate.
Yeah, Nate. The Romans used to do it. They did
Yeah,
swimming.
it's
Come on.
66.
Yeah.
They invented cocaine and
The Romans invented cocaine. There was this Roman who I was gonna make like a Walter White joke, but that was meth.
Wasn't it?
Walterus Whitius of the Roman Empire.
Yes, Scarfaceles, you know.
Yeah, Scarfaceles in his day.
So you're allowed inside now,
Oh, thank you.
and you're kind of like escorted by the large man you still haven't gotten the name of.
His name's Cranwin.
Oh yeah, you have. Yeah, you got by Cranwin. I forgot if y'all got that. Oh, I need to watch my own stuff more.
I have it in my notes, Nate.
Thank
you.
Get fucked.
But yeah, Cranwin escorts you all down a hallway where you can see hanging on the sides are paintings of various depictions of battlefields, as well as just people taking on like monsters that seem to be large and live, like a group going against a dragon. Another that seems to be fighting like underwater against some leviathan-like beast. Just depictions from epics and myths, as well as from real-life battles, seem to be littered throughout. There's no portrait of Torna chugging a monster energy. You can see that there's a bit of a labyrinthine structure throughout the space, as well as rooms, as halls kind of like split off from each other at strange intervals for all of you before leading into different rooms and hallways of their own. But the one you're on is more of a straight path, as you're eventually led to a wide open room about 100 feet by 50. There's drapes and other curtains kind of like just hanging about the space, deep crimson color. The hallway itself leads over into a podium made out of stone, like a gray kind of like marble that's set up the space with a single chair on the other side. Cranwin, after he kind of like escorts you all into the space, just kind of like moves over to to the right side between the elven woman and the bard-like figure that you've seen before, Rudis. And that kind of like goes between them and joins a military stance with the other two. On the other side, you can see that there are three different Blade Mark members who seem to be more in proper uniform with a full suit of armor, helmet on, and just staring forward as well. And as you're kind of like walking through this space, as you make your way into this space, you can hear a door open, and you can hear Torna as you kind of like as he's entering here. Listen, we'll talk about this later, okay? We'll talk about this later, okay? Okay, not now. Just get on with your studies, alright? And you can kind of like see like the younger woman that you've saw like at the cornerstone before, just kind of like go to kind of like get out the door with him, and seem to get ready to yell before looking over to y'all and just feeling awkward and retreating back in space. Torna just not looking back, just walking forward to the chair, pressing something along his belt that seems to release his sword, and then he just drops this giant, two-handed blade over to the side, sits down, and like pulls out a cigarette, lights it up, takes a drag and lets it smoke out before looking back over to y'all. So, here it is, and one of the prize is Sharn. Yana, good to meet you again. Glad to ever see a face like yours around here. Someone confident, competent, and actually suited for that position. Trish. So you're bringing your face around here as well. Yana and Trish both seem to feel pretty hurt about that last comment. Trish more so just kind of like wincing as if in pain, almost turning her head over to the side. It's good to see you too, Torna. So, you're the one to bring yourselves over here, talk to me, and introduce me to esteemed Detective Gillen Morales, who I've already had the displeasure of speaking to. Prodigal child of a couple of nobles here who ran away and returned for us with a rare chaos endo. Someone just like Trish, who ran away from family for foolhardy attention and war, just to lose more of themselves. Velveteen, Deathrashk.
Hello.
And the priest, Twisted Carbon, whose father made quite the miraculous return after supposedly dying in the war. Yana kind of like looks taken aback and stunned a bit. I see you've done your homework already. Well, you stay prepared.
Can I
Something I told y'all.
check him?
Maybe he just carries around business cards and keeps notes on people like Galen does.
Like esteemed detective Galen Morales, yes.
Yeah.
Can I insight check him?
Certainly.
I want to see if he knows more than probably does, but
Can I insight check? Well, can I? Is he married?
I would assume so. Is
Can I
there
make an
a
insight
ring?
check or
I
perception
mean, you
check
don't
for
see a
that?
ring.
Okay, great.
Oh my god.
All right,
I have that
22.
thought, and then I look down at my own hand, and I'm like, fuck right.
Is it just us in the room, by the way, or is it just
No, it's
others?
you, Porta, Cranwen, Rudis, and 3 unknown blade marks.
Okay, just making sure. I mean, I wasn't gonna do anything, but just making sure.
Yeah, but it was 100% the guy whose name you were trying, who you were trying not to say your name to. That 100% just heard your name.
No, I know. Oh yeah, can I insight, to see if he had a reaction once my name was said?
Okay.
Be like, does he know?
You don't see a... Yeah, a 5, you don't see a reaction, sorry. Just... As far as you know, just at least just stares straight forward, just at attention. Twister, you look over and kind of like try to give an up and down of Torna as he's giving this spiel.
I'm doing
And
that too, but it's on an insight check.
and you don't necessarily see anything going on past just kind of like you can see annoyance as the most, just kind of like seems to just kind of like have a bit of an annoyed look, but otherwise straight faced.
Got it. Oh, are there any of those boxes in this room?
Boxes?
The anti-magic boxes.
No.
Well, that makes sense because I imagine magic does happen in this room.
And there's 3 unknown blade marks, 3 known blade marks, then him.
Yep.
Yep.
What a combat. And in a big, cool, empty room.
With half
Wait
of us
a
on
minute.
armor?
Hold on. Nate. I'll fist fight the man. I don't care.
You'll
Fuck
do
it.
what
Half
to
of
him?
us with the
I'll
armor,
fist
all of us
fight
without
him.
weapons.
Fist fight him.
You're
all right?
cutting out. You're cutting out.
No,
I just hear the
I'm
first
not cutting
part.
out. I will make him feel pain with my fist that he's never.
Oh? What? What was that?
Very controversial statement I made.
Anyway, what's that?
Okay, so Torna will continue on. Sorry about hitting some business as you came in. My daughter and I had a bit of a talk. That's nothing too bad. Y'all wanted to... I know you all didn't want to come here to just exchange pleasantries. Yana and Tresh kind of like just look at each other before looking back at him. I've known you all how long? About... In fact, I took care of you, I taught you how to fight, I taught you so many things, and you think I wanted to understand your own intentions here, what business you're dealing with. There's no hiding anything from me. And you see Torna look over to Cranwen and just kind of like give a move of his head over back to another door that's right behind Cranwen, and see Cranwen move his way through there and out. Your friends over here. I know they work with you, Trish. I know that they're your boys of MIDI detective agency, right? Yes. Was that really your... Was that what you thought was going to be your end goal when you got... I left this town? Find glory and war, whatever that means. And then come back and just look for copper down within as you get up to some business I don't think is always on the up and up, as far as I imagine. And never say anything to the people you knew. Hey, Otto. How did you feel about finding about Trish still being alive? I don't think this is something to talk about with guests in the room right now. You're right, you're right. We can have an actual private conversation sometime about this and these other matters. You know, Trish, Kerry actually looked up to you for some time. Thought you were gonna be the actual hero you always boasted you'd be. Just another runaway, though. Trish is just, you see, looking down at the floor. Just no insight check needed. She just seems to want to be anywhere but here right now. She has turned into a child being scolded by their parent right now. Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a runaway. Allows you to, you know, experience life without being held back. That's how I viewed it.
I'm glad to know that's how you feel. Glad that you feel like there's something that came out of that. Tell me what happened when you gave up your station, what happened when you gave up your family, your name, so many things. And what did you get out of it?
Freedom.
What did the war do for you?
I mean, the war did a lot of things to me, but I mean, I was able to help people to a certain point, you know, make sure they got to see tomorrow, got to see their families again. Did it lead to a lot of loss? Of course, but they got to see tomorrow. I got to feel good about what I was doing, and run away or not, that's why I did it, and I imagine Trash had similar reasons.
Thank you for your perspective on this matter. Who were you? Who were you out there for anyways? You felt like speaking up. I might as well hear more about who you are and what's your life's all about.
Say again?
Oh, who did you fight for? Who did you stick your neck out for? Who you here for?
I mean,
I would like to quicken spell, cast detect. You said there are no magical detectors in this room, yes? I'm going to quicken spell, cast detect thoughts, and when I cast a spell using sorcery points, there's no verbal, somatic, or material components. So there's no sign of it.
Subtle spell.
Alright.
Unless you, do you want me to make a roll to see if there are any?
Can you go ahead and ping that real quick?
Which part?
The detect thoughts.
I'm not diving deep. I just want to get like the surface level
Thoughts.
so he doesn't have a save or anything.
You... He seems sad right now.
Oh. Now I feel bad.
You can... As you kind of like cast a spell, there's a mixture of sadness and anger. But it's like mostly just him seeming to feel down about something. And kind of, you can just understand that he's truly just trying to probe into what it is Velveteen feels and how Velveteen looks at things.
Okay. I'll just keep that up for the duration. Just out of curiosity.
I mean, personally, it was never about one or two people. It was about the entire city. It was about little Timmy seeing his pa again. It was about little Jimothy seeing their ma again. It was about little Rim Tim Timothy seeing their peepaw again. It's about families being reunited and not have to worry about if their significant others are going to make it home or not. It's about even you giving up everything And I mean everything. Just so someone can see tomorrow.
For back to the detect thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
Torna's reaction shifts heavily into like into like sad feelings hearing family, and then at the latter end of that, about a strong conviction. It just seems to be focused and taking in everything that Velveteen's saying, and you can just like see him physically just nodding along there. Nothing matters more than the people that's... Well, to me, the things that matter most are those who are right next to your side. There's people in this building, they're not co-workers, they're not underlings. They're people I put my utmost care into. They are my family as far as I care. Just as much as any one of them would put their lives down on the line for me, I would put my life down for them in a split second. And I would not stand for anyone to dare harm my family. At that, you see, like, Cranwin just shove someone down into the center of the room from the doorway. The person colliding down and sliding along the stone a bit. You can see that they seem to have been roughed up quite a bit. Bloody nose, like bits of their face broken up and like bruised over. You can see like their whole body seems out, and like their bare claw seems to have been bruised quite a bit. And you don't know if they might have like some broken bones along too that you just wouldn't be able to notice. And Torna just continues on. Liana, he has some business going down within your district, didn't you? Someone who was trying to manipulate some information and otherwise possibly cause harm to those around you, right? Iana is just stunned and kind of like just takes her own arms from her own like military stance she was like at stance she was having, and kind of like looks over. Torna, you had some business that was someone was interfering with, right? You came to me to look for who it is. Do what you want with them. I don't care about those who would dare harm my family. This trash can be thrown at whatever heap you wish to. And like the person on the floor just kind of like just groans in pain as they just kind of like have themselves curled up. Do whatever magic you wish to understand. You'll get your answers. Here, or down at your own station.
You said we can use magic here, right?
Delve into his thoughts. Or ask him some questions, whatever you feel like you need to do right now.
Look to Ayana, it's her thing.
Yeah, I'm
like-
not going to.
And let her do what she wants.
Yeah.
This is very much not how she expected us to go. She's kind of like, she's very taken aback, looking over the state of the man in front of you all, looking at Torna, and then... I said, if that... You need to... Twister, can you... Torna, this is how you're supposed to handle this.
Getting the sense of what Ileana's asking of me, I'm gonna go up to the beaten up guy on the floor. How is he looking, health wise?
I'm not gonna give you numbers per se, if that's what you're asking.
No,
but
I meant
he's-
On a
like
scale
medicine check.
of
Medicine check.
Yeah, medicine check. Go ahead.
on a scale of a certain number to 0.
Yeah, 0 through like let's say 20, maybe.
This is a normal dude. But he's
Natural
dead.
one.
Natural one.
Oh,
Like
fuck, I know, he's
maybe you're
fucking
feeling
dead.
pretty stunned by the sudden situation yourself, but it's hard to necessarily get a good idea of what all could be wrong right now. You just know this is a very, very beaten person.
Oh my god, he has cancer.
What are you, Mile Clinic?
No, WebMD.
WebMD, that's it, yeah.
And Keystone.
That's it. That's the one I was trying to think.
You're actually House, and you did just correctly diagnose him,
Lupus.
even though that's not the problem that he came in for.
No, it's lupus.
It's lupus. Oh no, not again.
There goes your hair. Lupus is the hair one, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
He gave, Twister hit him with therapy instead of like actual medical. I see his wife's leaving him. Anyway.
That's my
Shame.
wife, Twister.
Medicine check so bad you accidentally insight check.
But yeah,
And
this
that
is-
one medicine.
You
is a
aren't
nat
cared for
20
at home,
insight.
are you?
You struggle with anxiety, huh?
Something tells me you're feeling really hurt right now.
I don't know, it's the general vibes.
You're really broken up about something.
Did you try and attack stairs going down them? Is that what you did? You mostly just used your
Oh,
face
Lord.
with it?
I'm gonna go ahead and do I at least see bruises?
He was bleeding.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah, the
You
face
see
is
the fact that he's a
swollen,
broken
bloodied.
man.
The body is full of bruises, and like I said, you imagine like there's points where it looks like there's probably broken bones that are just not able to be seen. Is all.
I will cast Cure Wounds at first level
Okay.
to at least get him to where he's not like in a broken mess.
Okay. Go ahead and like roll for the spell as well to see the healing.
Ha! Bare minimum.
Okay. You see like some of the swelling go down, and the person's kind of like coughs a bit. There's a bit of blood at first, but it seems to be settling down, and the breathing gets more steady. Torna. What happened? What happened? Iona? I just gave you what you needed. If you wish to have a conversation about the means and methods, like I said, there's always room for a private conversation another time. You see, like, Torna just kind of, like, turn to look over the four of you behind. The three of you behind as well as Twister. And just kind of, like, scoffs a bit. Or at least the people Trish sent. You'd put your lives on blindfold. Would any of them do the same for you?
Immediately.
Porter over there tried to kill me. We fought, I won, and she joined us. Because I saw, well, what she could be. Iris was just a person abandoned and lost within some ruins. Took them up. They're here now as well. Granlin, lost and attached during the war. Found them and picked them up as well. All these people in my family, who had, as I said, We have a strong bond with each other. We're not Dennyth. But they are the people. Oh, goddamn stink bug. How'd you get here?
It escaped!
Nate, roll initiative, quick.
Oh no, that stink
They're
bug
not-
got an nat 20.
They're not Dennyth, like most of the Blade Mocks here, but I don't feel safer around anyone else. I hope that you all share the same problems that they've shown me. Take care. Trash is a bit of an idiot.
I don't like this guy, I'll be honest.
She needs all the help that she can get. And you can see him just kind of like point over to Yana now. You've got your head on straight. Why don't you help her get us back on too?
No, Becca, not like that.
It's anything, there's nothing straight about it between those two.
Gay, homosexual.
That's Becca, not Galen. Obviously, it's in Becca's
Nothing
voice.
too straight about those two.
And the other business.
I mean, I do, but I'm not. We're gonna handle business later.
What?
I'll be that one gentleman in the corner who I'm staring at and I'm not taking my eyes off of.
Who's just now also noticing you do that and kind of like going and just glaring right back at you. Yana
I
just
look to Iana, yeah.
yeah, she just sets herself back into a more proper stance, gives a bow to Torna. No, that'd be all for now. I wish you good luck and good health. And she'll just turn around and make her way out of the tower. Just kind of like she'll put the person that's been the person that was just recently healed by Twister, put one of his arms over her shoulder and try to help prop him along.
While that all was happening, can I insight check the dude that I've been healing?
What are you trying to insight check?
If he's phased by anything that Torna was saying about him being the perpetrator of the crime that Torna is accusing him of.
Yeah, okay. You can go ahead and make an insight check.
Ugh. Stop rolling bad.
You haven't rolled really anything higher than a 15, have you? Well, you got an insight.
An insight. That was it.
Jesus.
Alright, 12. You're having a tough time necessarily picking up too much. This is a person who's in a lot of pain still, and they don't seem to be too focused. Their eyes are a bit glazed over, just kind of loosely looking forward.
Okay.
Galen will bow again to... Is Lord the correct way to address this man?
Lord or Commander?
Commander Didiniath, I apologize yet again for darkening your doorstep on this day. Thank you again for your time. I'll turn and leave if he has nothing to say to me.
He
I'll
just
turn and leave.
he just looks over to y'all as you make your exit, continuing to smoke. Okay.
What does that mean? Stop whispering to
nothing.
each other. Stop
Nothing. Means
DMing each
nothing.
other.
Means nothing.
Stop whispering sweet nothings.
Velveteen?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure
gamer.
Velveteen leaves before I leave. I'm gonna
I'm
keep an eye on
leaving.
Velveteen.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm on my way out.
I'm gonna keep an eye on Velveteen though.
Okay. But yeah, you also make your leave, Velveteen.
Sure. Yeah. Why
Okay.
not?
Looks at Cranwin and goes,
Yeah, they kiss.
I wish. I'll seduce him first. Nate, give me a
First?
chance. Nate, give me an opportunity. Come on.
You have to
Give me
make that
20
opportunity
full
yourself.
minutes. Give me 20 minutes, Nate. In and out. Come on.
Ew.
What?
Leo, what the
disgusting.
fuck?
Okay. Okay. This is coming from someone who is like, I wasn't here, physically wasn't here, but like was flirting and hitting on someone.
I don't know who you're talking
Listen,
about.
I want to be enemies to friends to killing him.
No, it should be enemies to lovers to killing him.
Okay, enemies to friends to lovers to
No,
killing him.
no friends in between.
Okay, enemies to lovers to killing him.
Yeah.
Like,
You-
I want to be like, oh, that was a great 3-year anniversary. Night, babe, and I just smother him with a pillow.
Oh, that kind of lover. You want to actually like have a romantic relationship. With
I
this
want
person. You
him-
don't want to just like.
I want him
Bone
to
him and then
fall
murder him.
I want him to fall in love with me, think I'm the only one in the world to him, and then just smother him with a pillow.
Hot.
Oh my god.
Smother with love, then smother with pillow.
We leave.
Okay.
Yeah, we leave.
And after you leave, Tresh kind of like looks up. You can looks up at Torna as well. They're good people, better than me. You don't need to chastise them either. And she'll follow along behind y'all.
If she'll let me, I'll put my hand on Tresh's shoulder.
She'll let you.
Yeah.
She just kind of like seems to be a lot more down than you are used to her seeing. It's a very different sight than you've ever witnessed. For like, even like earlier in the day, her being pissed off and upset about not being able to stop Mordecai from visiting you. This is.
Yeah.
This is,
Th-
as
this
I said,
is her idol growing up just
Yeah.
fucking shat on her everything.
yeah.
Mood.
Alright, but yeah, you can all make your way out. Anything else you would like to do in Upper Tavix Landing? It is gonna be a quiet ride back to the exits, as Iana just puts some cuffs on the person and kind of like starts, as she escorts him and helps him along.
Just do anything to help, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have.
And also my weak little man.
Could
I should
I?
have cast sending while I was in that room.
I'm gonna fail at this, but I'd like to just keep an eye out, see if there's ever anyone like following us.
No, that's a good idea.
Because it's perception, and I'm famously fucking awful at wisdom.
No, you're
But-
great.
I'll
you-
make
you-
a perception check.
Maybe I'll roll that
Okay.
one, then you can re-roll.
Well,
You did get a nat one. I
I
was
did get in that one.
Just on the other one.
It's a passable perception.
What is it?
I mean, you rolled a natural 14 minus 3.
Okay. I'll say
Oh, and
this is still within the building, the three towers itself. As you're kind of like moving along after a bit of a pause to get the cuffs on and like help get the person better settled, so that way they don't need as much support, but still need the to help them actually get the way through. Okay, so I'll say that you're able to kind of like spot down the hallway as Carrie and Porta seem to be walking along down on their own. and you can see that Carrie kind of like seems to be upset about something, trying to, and kind of like giving a bit that motion you see like someone bleeding, just like, and Porta just
Like
seems to be trying to
when
ignore.
someone's upset and they're just like,
Yeah.
Carrie is the daughter, yes?
That's
Whose
what
name-
you're all able to assume at this point, yes.
Yeah. Who we saw briefly at the... Did we see
Yeah, you saw her
Carrie?
at the Cornerstone.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the
Yeah.
one with the long,
Yeah.
like silky black hair.
Yes, yes, yes.
so she's just going off.
Was she
about
also the
them.
person that popped out before the meeting with Torna?
Yeah, tried to seem to be trying to say something with them, and like he cut off that conversation to meet with you all.
Cool.
Can I not entirely lag behind, but slow my steps to see if I can catch like any snippet of this conversation, or
It's not a bad move.
You getting stink bugged again?
Yes.
Get stink bugged!
I will bend down to tie my shoe.
Okay.
Definitely has laces. It has laces, right?
Boot!
No, you know what it is? It's
It's a
boots,
zipper.
but no, it's not even. It's the Velcro strap.
Ooh, yeah, they light up. They light up when you walk. Your boots have a slight magical enchantment that they said was
shit.
okay if you're TSA.
Ooh,
My
shit, let's
pictures
fucking
of
go.
this.
Pictures
of my boy.
Nate, I know it's been more than a minute, but just in case, I'm going to make sure I close concentration on detect thoughts before I walk outside where there are cameras.
Okay.
Even though it probably ended like a while ago, i.e. when you stopped telling me his thoughts. It
Yeah, it's
only lasts
been
a
gone.
minute, so.
So when we return, do I get my stuff back? By the way.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to handle the chaos thing right now.
No. I'm just making sure because I want to bring it up later.
All right. Does the chaos have advantage on perception for hearing? I forget.
No,
Oh.
that was
What are the
that.
point of
I
those
know.
rabbit ears then?
Yeah, I know. No, you're entirely thinking of the Alma half tabaxi sheet I saw. That's not even a thing in the Makote section for the whole Final Fantasy 14 homebrew thing.
True.
That was only that one homebrew sheet that I used for that
okay.
campaign. Yeah. No, I do not have advantage in perception checks at all. I do constantly get fucked.
Okay. Okay, so it's tough to hear everything then, carrying on with this 11 perception as you lag back a bit and try to get some of the conversation. Some stuff you'll get is like mostly from Carrie, who's speaking louder as she goes, "Listen, I can help, okay?" You can hear like a bit of something more muffled from Porta. No, stop. I'm not a child anymore. I could do this too. Again, if I gets cut off from Porta, who continues on with her own conversation for a bit, and Carrie just kind of like looks frustrated the whole time. Yeah, salt was delivered, yeah. It's just kind of like, after a bit, more like you presume like the same like mumbled noises from Porta as well. You can also hear Carrie kind of like just go, I understand. Fine. I just don't want to disappoint Dad, that's all. And then that's kind of like, you don't really hear anything too much more after that. It just seems to quiet down now.
Okay, I'll finish tying my shoe and then speed back up to rejoin the group.
Do you make yourself known, or are you just like trying to like reinsert without being heard?
I mean, he'll kind of trail towards the back of it, but it's not like he's actively like hiding the fact that he was gone for a second. He just rejoins.
Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just curious about something.
Hmm. Was it the whole this situation? I like point to your shoes. Was it the
What?
whole like? Because I imagine because you is it the whole like because they're not fully tied. I didn't know if you were.
No,
Got
I tied them.
Okay, because
Oh shit.
do you want me to?
No, I'll deal with that when we get back outside.
I mean, because it'll take 2 seconds. You know,
I'll-
loop de loop and turn. You know.
No, I'll deal with it when we get back outside.
Okay. But yeah, we keep walking.
Okay. Eventually, you all make your way back to the back into the entrance for Upper Tabik's Landing. Iana has split from you all to take this person down to her battalion and get them checked there before they can go through everything. But yeah, you all get your stuff back, and you're allowed to head out to wherever you wish to next.
What's there to do in Tabik's Landing?
Yeah, Nate. Like, if
What's there to do?
We literally have a captive.
The captive's being
I thought-
taken.
yeah.
no,
I
the
thought
captain's
Lana
being
left
taken
with the
by
captain.
Anna.
Oh, you mean
Presume
the
that we're
person-
part of that investigation.
Yeah, if you wish to join along, you're allowed to.
It's kind of the whole reason that we came with.
What's
figure it
Trish-
out.
What's Trish up to?
Well,
How
it
is
definitely
she
sounded
doing?
like Lana was just leaving with that, just leaving to go deal with it.
Tresh has been down for a bit of most of the trip, and like it's not until like Iana brings up like getting down to the to her own headquarters and getting things and maybe splitting from y'all that she seems to react and just kind of like looks back up. Oh. Iana, was Torna always like that? I haven't been here for a bit. He was a happier person, right?
I mean, it's hard to say, to be honest.
Ayana just goes, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I haven't had much of a chance to meet him myself since his own return from the war a couple years ago. Last time we talked, he just was upset you didn't join his own blade marks. Tresh just kind of like continues looking down, and then kind of like looking over to like the space between the towers, all the moving along there as well. A lot of things have changed, huh?
I mean, it's a fast-moving city. Things tend to move relatively quickly if you don't keep your eyes open and ears to the ground. So, you know, things change. People change. Hell, war changed a lot of people.
Do you know where he was stationed?
Ooh.
Could something catastrophic have happened there that would have changed him drastically?
Nate, can I make a history check, bestie?
What do you want to make the history check for?
Well, since he was stationed in the military and I also know everyone, I feel like I would have heard things about a big name like him with something happening in the military. Come on, Nate. Come on. You can make it a high DC. If
Go
you
ahead and
want to.
roll a history check, sure.
I'll guidance you.
Are
like
we-
the thing
We're
for free
outside, we're
is like
outside.
the thing for free is like the blade marks were during the war a mercenary service for hire from all of the countries. Like that's the only way that House Denieth was allowed to sell the services, because otherwise, because if they were just sell the service to one country, that would be an infraction to the laws that the Dragon Marked House has put together on their own to try to make sure that they don't influence any country, at least in a outwards way everyone can see. So they'd also make sure to strategically place their troops so that way they would never have to face each other, because that would also be really bad for them.
Kill your friends. It's fun and easy.
Yeah, there was also a case like of a famous case where two Blade Mark House groups were actually right next to each other on opposite lines, and they just refused to fight. When one of the commanders that hired them tried to get them to fight, the Blade Marks just turned on that group and then did their own thing. With a 14, though.
You have guidance.
Well, what is guidance again? What am I rolling?
D4.
Alright, a
What is a
15.
what is a 15?
That's the whole difference.
Alright, a 15 to tell you about Torna's time in service. You already kind of knew the name coming into here, just with them being such a high rank, the highest ranking member of Blade Marks within Sharn, and like one of the better members of the Blade Marks and House Danieth members throughout the continents as well. They are, you know them to be, have been an heir to Denieth that has an extraordinarily powerful dragon mark that they've been able to turn and wield in ways that no one's seen before, able to take that shield energy and branch it out to new directions and even encase himself with it. That's what got them such a big name in the first place. But their tour during the last war was a lot of on and off fighting throughout the country. Throughout the continents, I mean. Throughout all of Corvair.
Okay.
They were never stationed to work with one country in particular. 15. I'll let you know they weren't in Seer. You never heard anything about them being in Seer around the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Does Iana know anything?
Iana?
Yeah,
Do you ask her?
I asked her
Okay.
first.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
The question was directed at her.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Anything that happened. That's all I can imagine at this point. I don't know. This already happened a little bit before Trash left. But the last few years of the war, he seemed to come back more distant each time. I didn't know. It wasn't something he was up to talking about, and maybe it was just the same look you see in so many other veterans. Maybe maybe he was just having enough of it after some time. He continued on, he still works in the mercenary service, but I couldn't tell you what his intentions are.
Can I cast Sending?
Certainly. What do you, who's your target?
Mr. Doppelganger.
Oh, Happy?
Happy.
Okay. Let's hear the message.
Hey, Happy, how are things? Has anything bad happened? Are you okay? Do you need anything? Let me know.
So we got 19, right?
Okay, yeah.
That was 19.
Oh,
Mhm.
I was thinking about, like, what should I use the other 6?
Uh,
Are you pooping? Are you pooping?
That's 3. But no, I'm okay. Nothing big happened. Some halfling woman in a suit keeps stopping by. I could go for some juice now.
We need to stop and get
Who's the
juice.
rat?
Who's the rat? I can't respond back because that's my last
No.
3rd level.
Do you relay this message to us?
Yeah,
I
he's
could
alright.
but Ilsa's visiting.
Yep, repeatedly.
Right, lovely. We should report back to her since we're still currently doing a mission for her at this current moment.
I sure hope
Also, we
they
should
didn't.
pick up juice on the way back.
I sure hope they
What
didn't
kind
hear
of food?
them do your Galen impression as well. Or hear them do your Galen impression.
What do you mean my Galen impression?
Well, no, I mean is them doing
Oh my
a
gosh.
Galen impression of you.
Right, yes.
They've been impersonating Galen.
Yes, that is the issue if they've actually spoken to Ilsa. Alright, lovely. Iana, what are we doing with, in regards to the case that you wanted us to investigate here? Did you wish us to come accompany you, or you... Just kind of vaguely gestures.
Oh, I should be able to handle this, myself.
Alright.
As... I'm glad we didn't need to do anything more than I worried about, but
Mm-hmm.
thank you all for joining me anyways.
Do you require any aid to potentially get this individual back to your district? I mean, we have to go check on it, but Trish, I don't know if you're available at this particular moment, but I believe you.
Yeah, I can help along if y'all have something urgent at the agency. I can stick with Yana.
Wonderful. I think that will, yeah, just in case anything pops up on the way back to your district. Oh. Cool.
All right, so we grab an Uber and head back.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. All right. Yana, Tresh, and the arrested individual will be brought into an official Sharn Watch carriage and taken away as you all get your own airship and are glided along down to
Is
lower
it the
Dur-
old man? Is it the old man?
No, we can't have the old man again.
I'm gonna ask it every time.
You see another impossibly aged elven man
Yeah.
who
Oh,
different looking one. This one has a beard that goes all the way down their waist, and you can see that they have it wrapped around several times and then tied as if it's a belt. No hair on top of their head, and they just kind of go, "All right, where to?"
Lower Dura
Hmm.
by the anvil, whatever the name of the bar is.
All right. That'll be 5 snacks.
I just hand one Galliford. Just go. Just go.
I'm going to walk at this point if it's going to be like this.
He tried to, but he just gummed it and then put it in his pocket.
Oh my lord.
And yeah, you'll be taken down to your agency itself,
Oh,
landing down, and you can see that immediately that there is the clawfoot hitched to the side, as well as Ilsa, who's just tapping her feet, looking at the door, and every couple of seconds, kind of like going back into a knock. Just seems to be very annoyed looking at it. Before, like,
I'm so-
noticing you all approach and goes, "Oh."
Ilsa!
So tempted to 180 and get out of here.
She looks at you and then looks back at the door confused. You have company?
Hmm?
You have someone... Galen?
Yes.
She looks at you and then looks up to the window.
Is Keelan poking out of the window?
No, you just see the curtains move.
Yes, there was a, it's a complicated story, but there's this baby griffin that's been visiting us off and on, and it sometimes gets stuck in my room, and it likes to kind of, hang out up there. What can we help you with? So, sorry for the inconvenience, we just kind of got back from, some business.
Roll deception real quick.
With advantage, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're technically not lying.
I
though,
am
to
not
be honest.
lying. There is a baby griffin that is up there and hanging out, but
Yeah,
I will...
we also
not
did
saying
just
the
get
whole
back
truth.
from doing business as well.
Okay, fine. Persuasion.
No, it's too late. I got a 26. It's the
Okay.
same number, honestly. It's,
All
it's
right.
still a +7.
You can see Ilsa just kind of like still holds a confused look and just goes, okay. Yeah, sorry if this feels rushed, but you got any updates on things?
Yes.
Yeah, we're a few hours till sunset, and I just wanted to make sure.
Yes, we have some updates.
That's it. 4?
Sorry, my brain simply decided to stop working at that particular moment. My sincerest apologies. It's been quite a long day of investigating. We have found, your person. Let's go inside.
Okay. Okay, and like, she'll just kind of like still look like she's have a bit of a confused look and just staring at all of you, kind of mostly at your eyes and all. Alright,
Can I
yeah,
insight
sure.
check this Ilsa?
You don't need to. She's suspicious of you all of a
No,
sudden.
I'm not. I don't care what her
I don't
vibe is
really-
towards us. I want to know if it's Ilsa. I want to know if this is someone else and not Ilsa.
That's a good point.
Alright, I mean, you can try an insight check on that then.
I will. A 7. I think it's her. I open the door.
Okay. There you go. If no one wishes to continue on like with an insight or anything, yeah, you all can just make your
Oh,
way inside.
I mean, I'll do it. Sure.
Okay.
She's incited me, I'll incite her back.
Case
Bitch.
just doesn't want to deal with her.
Bitch.
Okay, yeah,
Just
Twister, this
doesn't wanna
is
deal
a person who's suspicious of you all, and as she makes her way inside, still looks up at Galen's room just and squints her eyes. But yeah, none of you see any reason to believe this isn't the person she claims to be.
Okay.
So, do you want good news? We have found the person who is going to be racing for you.
You found Bronson.
No, Bronson is dead. Bronson has been killed by someone was found along the river by one of their griffins. They have an old friend who is currently impersonating them, and yes, staying in my room. So that is the individual that is upstairs at this particular moment. But they will be racing. They are apparently good friends with them and all of that stuff. We don't know who the murderer is at this particular moment in time, but listen. It sucks to tell you the truth in this particular moment, but I'm doing it.
Wow, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I thought things were just annoying enough, knowing some of my people were slacking off over the bazaar. Now y'all have this news for me too.
So many people are slacking off over at the bazaar.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, great.
The bazaar is the end point for the, or is it?
It's the
starting
start
point?
and end point, yeah.
Yeah.
Should we also
Hmm.
bring up what happened on the way back?
What happened on the way back?
We were attacked by some other people while we were on an airship, and they had these masks. I pull out the wooden mask.
Okay.
I don't know if you know anything about that, but we were attacked by them. We did deal with them, so that is not a current problem. And now we are currently keeping the individual that will be racing upstairs, disguised as me at the current moment. For better or worse. I would offer to introduce you, but they are going to think that you're a tax person, and they're going to flip out about it and will be concerned that you're there to imprison them for all their debt or something of the ilk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not lying to you. I know it sounds like it.
Your debt, huh?
I didn't ask about the debt. I didn't really, honestly, care.
Bring them down.
All right. I go upstairs.
Okay.
Can I insight check?
Sure.
Yeah, that feels super sus. Achaeus, get your fucking hair out of your eyes.
Oh,
You can't
okay,
put
then.
your hair in your eyes for that.
God fucking damn it.
3 is gonna
I'm
be
so
tough.
Tired,
You know
so
what?
tired
I'll
of this
help
pathetic
you.
man.
I'll give you the help action so you have a 0.
The fuck you.
So
Oh wait, no,
That's
it's
not how that
three
works.
still.
That'd be the
Three
unhelp.
still. Yeah.
No.
I'm going to
Give me
hinder you from
disadvantage.
doing.
so
I'm gonna
as
punch him in the face.
as Galen's going upstairs to grab Happy, I'll look towards Ilsa and I'm just like, so how have things been? How's business?
Business is good. Tomorrow might not be, depending on how good your rider is.
How has the night shows been going? You know, I haven't been around for a little bit, so I hope things have been still keeping up. You know,
Night shows?
Plenty of money still coming in and out. Don't worry about it. The show must go on.
if you ever need a star, a little bit of a main event star, let me know and I could hop back in and handle business.
I can count on you to handle business. Don't worry.
What is this?
We're
What
ta-
is
we're-
this?
We're at, what?
This is a grown-up talk. Don't interfere.
We're in the middle of a conversation.
I am a
Mind?
grown up. What do you mean?
I still need to grab juice after this for our compatriot upstairs. Do you mind if we talk more about this later?
Yeah, our business deal can continue on later.
You shot him trying to think fucking business.
Can I at least get a general vibe off of her that she's looking at Achaeus or anything? Just the general vibe from her for Achaeus.
Something
Just
about
in general.
business.
Right now it's obvious she's annoyed. I'll say that.
Is she
Okay.
annoyed with me?
I
Seems
think
to
she's
just
annoyed by
be-
the whole everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not directed at anyone in particular right now.
Yeah.
Alright,
Not
but
she's
yeah.
like looking at me funny or anything.
No.
Like, things are like fucking weird. Like, yeah, you threatened my life
Did you,
once.
like,
I'm gonna kill
I
you.
see like I see this staring. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, yes, I know what it is. Okay, yes, I know what it is. You still haven't tied your shoes.
Tied it on the way back while we were in the lift.
You tied them together. I'm sorry.
Happy.
Yeah, Gail, you go up into your room and open the door, and you can see Happy is just kind of like hiding underneath the blankets right now. You know it's them because there's that lump there, but it's not exactly like the same form of the dwarf they had for a while. It seems to be a more taller figure, and they kind of like let the carpets, another carpet, the blanket over their head to show Galen's head as well. Ah, yes.
Ah, lovely.
Hmm.
Could you... do you know Ilsa Borma by chance?
I've heard of them, yes.
Well, lovely. She's here and she wishes to speak with you. She's not a tax collector. She has nothing to do with your debts or anything. She just merely wishes to speak with you. And preferably not as me.
She's not here to... what is it that the Bormans do? Is it like take out one of my kidneys and sell it?
No, she's not here to do that. You are going to be competing in the race for her, so she wishes to speak with you. That was the deal that Bronson had made with Ilsa Borma, so... Or at least Ilsa's betting on it. I don't really know, and I don't really care.
Alright, I'll...
Be not me.
And you see, like, the form kind of, like... at first shrink down and become the dwarf you saw them come in for, and then as Happy takes a step out of the bed, looks over themselves. Oh, probably not right. One they want to see right now either. And that then kind of like stretches out and grows and changes into this very tall,
Bronson.
tall, broad, half elf, half Goliath.
Lovely.
Oh, yeah. Ducks down to get through your door, kind of like a bit of a hunch to get down without feeling too uncomfortable with the head.
Yeah, the walls are very...
Yeah.
Doors are short for some reason.
And then,
If I were
sorry, go.
taller, I would have bonked my head. Wish I was taller. I
Wish
hate
you were
being
a
this short
baller.
again. You know what? I don't need to hear it from you. I'd lead them downstairs.
Okay. And, yeah. The two of you make your way down the stairs again. And Ilsa looks at these stairs, squints. Now, this Galen I saw up there before, I know that.
Yes, correct.
Which
They
one of
were
you is the
this
real
guy.
Galen?
I'm the real Galen.
Inside check.
Shut up. I'll make a persuasion check with advantage because I'm acting. I'm the real Galen Lomralis.
Alright. So you're the fill-in then. Oh, no, yes.
No,
Yes, I am. Yep. I'm happy. You look pretty worried to me. That's my name.
Happy here is a friend of Bronson, has a good relationship with the Griffins, so therefore 4 is probably the best option with the race going forward. Without, all the legalness that we would have to deal to with signing a new thing, getting a new competitor going, yada yada yada.
Happy there. Are you any good at... Are you also good at riding a griffin like the real Bronson was? I can do it. I can definitely. I can ride it. I can ride. Ilsa just. Oh, I'm losing money. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Just do it. Whatever. Whatever at this point. Oh.
At this particular moment, though, we have not solved the actual case of the, murder. We know that body was along the river somewhere, which, clears up, which is, a full mile of land to explore.
How much do you all feel like it has served then for this job, where I got someone who won't?
What you said is that regardless of whether or not he was alive or not, you would pay us 100 gold apiece. That is what you said verbatim
That
to
is
us.
what you said.
And we have given you someone that A, can still race for you, and you still have a person in the race on your side. I understand that it is not exactly what you wanted, but we...
You know what? A deal is a deal. I'll get you your 100 Gallifers tomorrow each.
I understand that it is not a good outcome, but it was one of the honestly better outcomes, considering that it could have just been a missing person that was dead, and then you had no one in the race. Because presumably you would lose money then as well.
Yeah.
This, you still have a chance of winning money.
Happy I'm counting on you tomorrow. Don't disappoint me. And as I said, you all get your payments. Don't you worry. Oh, hey. Before I head out, by the way.
Oh, what? No.
Any of you alchemists or pest control people?
Why?
I was wondering. We lost, this is something else I might hire you on about. Someone stole some diatomite. Some fucking bed bug killer stuff.
What is diatomite made of again? Is it like a sulfur-based kind of thing?
Now, let me look at this up real quick.
Is it sulfur and salt? You've given me two things, and it's sulfur and salt, and that's all I know about at this point. Did Achaeus reveal like what Carrie was saying to?
Yeah, it's I don't know, some kind of white powder people use for killing bugs and stuff.
Would you like apply this to yourself potentially, or would it be like?
I mean,
it would be a danger to yourself.
I wouldn't necessarily drink it, eat it, or anything.
No, I'm not. I mean, not like that, but like have it on your skin on purpose, or just like.
I have no
Is
idea
it
how.
lethal if you eat it?
Are you gonna eat it, Achaeus?
What?
It's I don't know. I haven't seen.
Why would someone stole a pest control like mineral from you?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Where?
I
What?
have no idea. Then they're gonna die for it.
When?
That's understandable.
Why?
From which of your
How?
storehouses?
No one
was this
steals from us.
No, but
Who gets
when?
away with it?
When was it stolen, and from which of your locations?
Are you all gonna take this case as well?
I mean,
I'm just curious more than anything.
it involves something that I'll look towards Galen. We saw earlier.
We saw an individual that had some white powders on them that was not the usual white powders that we see on people.
Well, I guess you got a lead on this already. Thank you very much for your charity. I guess you already got on this without me having to offer a payment.
That's not what we were saying. Hmm.
10 Gallifers apiece.
That I feel like is perfectly reasonable for finding someone who stole a bag of pest control from you.
Oh, it was more than a
Yeah.
bag.
How much? A 55-gallon drum?
She's about a ton of the stuff.
A ton? That's
Mm,
all right.
That
Ton of it.
hold up. When did this happen?
Yes.
That happened a week ago.
A week ago.
And they just stole a whole ton of it without anyone's notice? Was it during the day, during the night?
During the night, no one really questioned and thoroughly questioned the people that were supposed to be guarding there. Nothing
Where was
came
this
up.
at?
They don't seem to know anything. Oh, it was down like dockside.
Like river dockside?
Yeah. That's where the warehouse was.
Hmm.
All right. Would you mind horribly if we investigated the warehouse on our own?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just don't want your people there to be like,
Sure, I'll bring you there myself.
I'm not saying that you have to come with us. I just want to make sure that we don't get like attacked for trying to break in and steal your supplies or whatever.
I need to go down there and check it out too.
All right.
Lord Sharn business is supposed to be my deal as well. Might as well pop my face in there, make sure they know who not to cross with.
If anyone at this point knows not to cross you, I would be shocked.
If anyone's dumb enough to steal from me, then I need to make sure they never get a chance to try again.
Understandable. Yeah, are we doing this now? As I drift out of character voice to. Are we heading in this direction now, or is there more you would
What-
like to do before the race? Go ahead.
What time is it?
It should be late, right? We've
Getting
been gone all
towards
day.
evening is what Ilsa just said when we began this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd say right now you're looking more about like, I guess like 6 o'clock.
I have a feeling we should check this out sooner than later.
For some reason, I feel like we're still on that like 24-hour count for before the race happens tomorrow.
Sunday is attacking.
Yeah, stream couldn't see it though.
Oh, well, stream has another cat to look at, so
Yeah, true.
Where?
bitch.
I
Shall we?
would love to go down there. Just know that I'm wiped.
Would you like to put your armor at least back on before we head out back over there?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. Apologies, we were just in Tavix Landing, so.
Oh, you did some gambling or playing some sports?
No, we were there tragically to just go ask around on business.
Well,
Can I ask
Happy.
you something?
get to practice. Sorry, what do you want to ask?
Ilsa, I was wondering if you knew anything about House Dedenief.
The mercenary pricks?
Yeah,
What about them?
I don't know, just any like hot goss or anything.
Yeah. Oh, no, just... they're not really a good spot for Boromars to hang out, so we don't have a lot of gossip for you, sorry.
I saw Boromars up in Tavix Landing today.
Ah. Go on.
I merely observed them talking with quote-unquote some of the mercenary pricks. There was one in... I describe what the fancier-looking individual looked like, vibe and everything, and then two that were... Their suits were less well-kept. As that one. I did not go up and ask because it really wasn't my place to go and interfere. I know what happens when I interfere with the Boromar. Anything.
Here, I'm gonna... Here. She'll go ahead and, take off a cufflink and just hand it to you.
Oh.
Show that when you get down there. You just gave me business of my own I need to take care of, actually.
Oh.
Interesting.
I hope the business goes well for you.
Oh, it'll go well for me.
Oh. Well. It, as always, Ilsa, is an incredible pleasure. Unless anyone else has anything, we will not keep you for any longer.
I'll go ahead and walk you out. That's fine. I gotta go grab juice and whatnot.
Okay, are we just
Okay.
chilling here while you go grab juice for happy?
I mean, we have to help Twister don his armor for 10 minutes.
That's fair.
Twister, you hear Twister upstairs.
Why are you... Don't you do this every day? How are you struggling?
It's a struggle to put it on all the time.
Do you not struggle to put on your socks?
No.
No.
What? No one
Well-
else has the just bend over. God damn it! Fuck you. Get
No, Nate. There's
I
a
have flawless balance.
insight
Okay,
check.
yeah.
All right.
3. I don't believe you.
Okay, but yeah, Velveteen, go ahead and follow Ilsa out real quick. All right, so
Enough time for maybe a short rest.
Isn't that like an hour?
it's an hour.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
would you like to accompany me to get juice? What? Shut up! Shut up!
Is this a date?
Shut up!
You
It's
just
not.
see
Shut
her
up.
go ahead and put the crossbow that she was taking, hand crossbow she was getting out, and just go, okay, just tucks it back in behind her. So what do you want to talk about?
I was just, it's a few minutes to walk and go get juice. It's a lovely evening.
Mhm.
Might as well have company. Guys, I'm great at this, okay? I got this.
Everyone you're romancing is going to be Ilsa Boromar.
Who else is there? No one.
We could literally meet anyone in this city, and you're choosing Ilsa Boromar?
It was either Ilsa or the daughter of that guy, and I don't have the time and effort to romance her. Nate, when will I see her again? I don't know is the question.
Oh, you could have stuck around.
I don't know. You and fucking Twister can fight over Tyson Tware or something.
I don't want Tyson Tware.
Or I don't know, one of the Warforged and the Cogs. We
I
have
don't-
plenty of people.
I don't want a Warforged.
Oh, what the fuck? That's fucked up to say.
What do you mean? I just don't want to romance a Warforged.
That's fucked up.
Fucked up. I just don't want to
It's very
romance a
fucked up.
Warforged.
You're excluding a whole group of people.
I don't want to romance a Warforged. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's time to cancel Johnny right here, right
I'm gonna
now.
cancel me.
I'm gonna
You
cancel
need
you.
who I can romance right now.
You could romance Gale if you wanted to try.
You never said that. I would have.
You can't romance Galen, but you can romance Gale.
Fine, go on your date to get juice.
It's not a date. We're
with
just
the woman
gonna-
who has made it clear that she has no problem killing us.
It's not a date. It's just us going to get juice. It's us having a conversation. It's me
Mhm,
making
yeah.
more business connections.
Next, you're gonna go on a boba date together, and you're gonna,
You know what? Fine. You know what? After this, it's just gonna be romancing Gale all the time now. Is that what you want?
Sorry, I'm married.
Yeah. See. Yeah. I don't want to have that awkward conversation.
My wife.
So we're walking. So how has business been?
Well, other than the stuff I needed y'all to help me with, it's been great.
Hmm. Now I'm flustered. All right, I had everything planned out, and I'm flustered. I was curious if I'm flustered. God, I was curious if you were ever not busy doing business things. If you would like to potentially go and get some food sometime.
Okay. Sure.
Well, it's good to hear because
I'll
I would like to.
Dampen expectations right now. I'm not into men.
Okay. First and foremost, I appreciate that. You put yourself out there. It's understandable. Second of all, it was more of the business you run at night could be succeeding a bit more, and I think with my help, can't show butt on stream. We could be bringing in more money.
Sure, we can talk about. Yeah, we can talk about the fights.
Okay, that works for me. So, would you also like some juices? We're here, maybe some boba, if any place is still available.
I've never had boba before. Sure, I'll try that out.
Okay. 2 bobas, please. House special, and what type of juice do you think that a happy fella would like?
Probably apple juice.
So we'll have 1 carrot and 1 apple. Guys, let me at least attempt this. All right, I don't need the fucking looks while I'm doing this. You're ruining Johnny's self-esteem now.
Carrot boba.
No, this is more just carrot juice. Not
Oh,
carrot
carrot
boba.
juice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. What were you thinking? I saw something about some people putting on like a bit of more of a show around things where they kind of like decide to put a story, script some stuff.
I mean, that could always work, but I mean, we still have to keep it to the point of where it still is real and we're not making it more. Wait a minute. What if we do inquire about theatrics? I may know of a young up and coming actor that may want to be on this.
All right.
We'll have to get with their father about this, but
You do not get my son into wrestling.
I'll have to speak with them, but I'm pretty sure the son is a go for this.
Wait.
It'll help build towards character.
13 in elf years.
In elf years.
Wait. How old are they if you need to get a parent's permission?
Well, depending, they are an elf, so I wouldn't know the logistics behind that.
Whatever. Let's see if it works.
I'll speak with them on this. We'll be in touch, of course.
Are they like burly person? Because there's a lot of, I mean, you've seen how you've come out and how the people you fought came out. It's not gonna be a great look for them at times.
I believe they could pull it off. I firmly believe I've seen them on stage and they can make anything seem believable.
Well, yeah, we can workshop some of this. We can workshop.
No, we can definitely get to this, but for now, we can head on back so we can be on our way to the warehouse.
Yeah. Let's split here then. And your business, and she kind of like reaches out to where the crossbow was, and I got mine.
Okay, I'll head on back.
Okay.
I arrive back. I'll put the juice in the fridge. ?
Oh, Happy will just take whatever juice that you give them and
I
just
got
start
apple.
sipping
Whole
on it.
gallon of it.
I got wait, is everyone downstairs or are they still upstairs?
We're probably at this point like just downstairs like waiting.
I got apple,
Yeah.
carrot, rejection.
What?
What did you say?
Boba.
Carrot.
I got apple, carrot, and I got some boba.
What kind of boba?
Where did you get boba? Where's there boba?
It's a juice place about 15 minutes that way. I was discussing things with Ilsa and
Anything exciting?
no, not at all.
Insight. I was fine with it until you did a little bit of a laugh.
I'm scared to see what Nate's typing. Nate's writing a novel.
Yeah, it's really writing an essay right now.
Sorry, I was just going on for like the safety thing you asked earlier.
Okay.
I was
You
finally
mean
able to
can't
get to that.
be Inhaled as in physically can't be inhaled, or if you inhale it, you will die.
Oh, if you inhale, it'll cause problems.
Got it.
So
What's a good
Okay.
But
chance
it's not
that?
like, is it not like an instant death though? Is it
No,
just
it's like
a-
it's a build up over time thing.
So it's like
Got
it may
it.
burn the lungs.
Nate, you're
but it
getting
may
put on
not.
watch list if you keep
Yeah,
like,
Nate.
looking up.
Oh
like,
no!
Nate, can
By
I
all
not-
means,
IF
by all means,
IFBI,
my research
CIA.
for this case, I feel like I got put on a watch list.
Oh, good. What other things were you googling?
Well, you're gonna find out when you put everything together.
15.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can like Google how to make like war grade bombs with like common household ingredients, which is what I think they're doing at this current
can
point.
you can make mustard gas like in seconds. Hero point.
Yeah.
You fucker!
Wait,
Don't take this
who
away
wins?
from me!
Hero point.
I mean, both of you can roll your hero points if you want.
Snow can go first.
I'm not using a hero point on that. I don't care that much. I just wanted to see if I could beat it. I didn't think I would.
Okay, how does that
Seven.
hero point help you lie right now, Velveteen?
This boba's
Yeah.
too delicious. It's making my face
What
look like.
flavor of boba?
I don't know. Guys, give me a boba flavor.
No.
This is.
No.
Never had
Oh, yes, for the
boba.
house special.
I've
so
never had boba. I don't know what flavors there are.
the house
okay?
special of the
Nate,
day.
don't help him.
The house special of the day
You know what-
was
you know what-
watermelon
you know what, I'll just
coffee.
say it, watermelon or mango. I'll just say a fruit.
Coffee?
Anyway,
I'm gonna have boba for the first time, like, soon, so that'll be interesting.
I've never had boba.
Never had it either.
I've had it once.
It's great. I have it all the time.
We discussed the future of the business I'm currently in and how we may introduce some theatrics, but
Oh, theatrics. We have theater.
it's going to be more of like certain characters playing bigger roles and things and bringing their own personas to life. And we
You know
were
that's the thing
curious-
that already exists, right? That the thing that you're describing is, is Happy still in this room with us?
Yeah.
I've been to a circus that essentially did that thing. There were these two beautiful, if I may, fighting combatants that that did that whole kind of thing, and it was all scripted. I believe I've told you about it before.
I believe that's probably where we were getting at anyway, because it was something in the back of my mind. It's just to, honestly, we're going to use it to fool more non-intelligent individuals at night to earn more money over time.
Your morality is very interesting to me. Shall we go to the warehouse?
I hit on
Yes.
Elsa and it went poorly.
Yeah.
guys.
Oh.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, it's just like,
I don't want to say anything.
Oh yeah,
as-
how's the
because I
dead
am
kid and wife, huh? I'm kidding. I
Spouse,
wouldn't
first
say
of
that.
all.
I would no, I know. That's why I wouldn't actually say that.
I
I
did-
said that you cut you down there.
I
And we
didn't
would
want
not
to
blame him.
I did not want to say anything as a heterosexual ally. But I got a kind of vibe that
Oh, that hurt you.
she was
so bad
not
to
like
say.
myself.
No, that's
I'd like-
some- It's something I didn't pick up on and was surprised by, and then was strucken down in the heart and soul by what felt like God themselves. Anyway, let's go to this warehouse.
I know it's been a very long time, about a year. One of the first things talked about for Ilsa, by the way, was how she had almost an obsessive crush and longing for the owner of the anvil, Madame de Galanda.
I can't go that far back in my
Yeah.
notes, I'm be honest.
Honestly, that's not in my notes. I was like, that one was, I guess, just
Yeah,
for
to the
Becca's
point that
brain.
yeah, it's the point that the reason why the anvil is the safest place in Caliston
Yeah.
is because if someone dares cause any damage there, Ilsa would personally have them murdered.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Holy fuck.
Honestly, that's just being queer.
It's true.
That's some queen shit.
Honestly, yeah. Shall we go?
Yes, let's go.
Sorry, I have to take a second to breathe.
No, it's fine. I put myself out there and was stricken down. It's hilarious. Anyways, to the warehouse.
If I may ask you something, Velveteen, are you a fellow heterosexual like myself?
Are you laughing as you're saying this?
No,
Is
I'm
the request?
like, he's trying to say it because Happy's right there, and he's trying to get through the sentence. So he's more like trying to hold back in the fact that he doesn't want to.
Happy's just drinking like, huh?
I
I like to
choose-
think that Happy has a juice box.
I choose not to say any further because it feels like I am being ridiculed slightly, so I'm going to...
I would never ridicule you if I am not that kind of ally that would do that.
No, because again, the whole whispering the thing you should be saying loudly kind of contradicts it a little bit.
I don't
And
know what you're-
also got laughed at a little bit by... They're not, I don't know if they're
You don't
above
know
me.
who you're pointing
Okay,
at.
okay,
God,
I
no
mean-
idea.
God laughed at you.
Whichever way Arceus is on the screen
Do you-
currently.
What
It'd be
screen?
that way for you.
Yeah.
Screen?
So is this correct, Nate? Am I doing this?
Yeah,
This way?
you're pointing
Is
at
that
Brian
camera
technically,
right
but
Laughing
yeah.
there?
McGee over here was also kind of running me down a little bit, which is great.
Chortled.
Yeah, that's still laughing.
I don't want to. From my understanding of the queer community, is that there's a. We gotta go. I leave.
I'm not gonna say a single word the entire walk there.
It's taking a lot out of you. And I appreciate you as an ally. Twister fully knowing about the situation.
Galen's sweating. And just like in my mind, I'm just like, Galen, why do you have to be straight? No offense, but like, what the fuck, man?
Well, I had my times in college, but
I don't. You gotta tell me more about that, but I also don't want to know because that's. Leave.
You're not
Get
in your
out. Get
voice. You're not in your voice.
I'm in my own mind. Get out. We're going to.
okay. Yeah, you all take the elevators down over to the dock side and go to the warehouse that Ilsa would have told you about. Present like her her cufflinks that she gave you all to present the person who's at the entrance. Just kind of like chuckles a bit as you give them over, looks them up, eyes widen. They just hand them right back to you. Yeah. Go on. Search. Yep.
Lovely, thank you.
Oh wow. Hope you find that we've been doing a great job down here. Minus the one instance. That's never gonna happen again.
What precisely happened about that one instance, if I may?
We're not sure. We just... I mean, the people that were, myself and the other person that was on watch that night just missed some hours. We were just standing guard, and all of a sudden, it was almost morning. And we were still in the same spot that we were.
Yeah, and you were just standing there. It wasn't like you fell asleep or anything of the ilk.
No.
You were just, time jumped ahead for you.
Yeah, we just had some missing hours, and when we checked inside to see if anything was missed, we saw that all was taken was all the insecticide that we had stored. Confused why anyone would just go after that stuff. That's not even like that's on the up and up business. That's the stuff we legally sell. What's up?
Can I, on the way down, tell them about what I overheard
Sure.
back at the place?
Solved. How old is Carrie?
Carrie is you never got an exact age other
How old
than
do they
knowing like
look?
she's probably like late teens, early 20s.
Okay. Yeah. That's the vibe I got. Can I make like an Arcana check to see if I know any kind of like magic that would be able to like pause time for someone for like that amount of time? Because it doesn't sound like a hold person. It doesn't sound like a sleep. It's just like they lost time. Can I make an Arcana? Arcania?
Sure.
Great.
I rolled a 24 insight to see if they are telling the truth.
Yeah, the 24 insight, you don't really feel like you got any lie from them. They, as far as you know, like they were just being as honest as they could be. They were a little afraid that any of you might just kill them for, like you saw the bit of worry for that, but yeah, they seem to be just making sure to try to tell you what they knew. 21 Arcana?
Yes.
Okay. You can
Most
understand there
powerful
to
form of
be
magic.
enchantment or like illusions style spells that might have effects either solo or compounded with one another that might be able to do something that can cause missing time in a person. Maybe just erasing or otherwise manipulating a person's memory, causing someone to have the order to forget. Various like different effects could do something like that to a person.
Yeah. All right. Shall we investigate the spot specifically?
Let's investigate.
I'm gonna do Emboldening Bond. And I'm gonna cast it onto... Who has the highest investigation here?
I mean,
Mine's a plus.
Brian,
Or no, that's intimidation.
I have a +4.
I have a +4.
You said investigation. I also have a
Yeah.
+4.
I'm the only one with a 0!
It's almost like
Uh,
we planned for a campaign where we are detectives.
We
but
have to detect
investigate.
things.
I didn't. I'm gonna put one, or I'm gonna do Emboldening Bond onto Galen and Achaeus.
The LGBT.
Still homophobic.
What?
The LGBT and the ally.
I'm. Gail's crying on the inside right now. I hate this shit. God damn it. Are we investigating? Is that what we're?
Okay.
Is that what we're doing at this particular moment?
Yes.
I hope
Great.
so.
Lovely. Are we all investigating, or is someone is help?
What does
I
emboldening
mean,
bond do?
It adds a D4.
D4 for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Do any check.
Bad roll for
It's
me.
like- I think it's actually like straight up anything.
I'm shining this session.
Do you remember your 2 nat ones?
Yeah, it's literally any roll. You add a d4 to any roll. Attack roll, ability check, saving throw.
I'm just kind of there. Gale's still having a crisis. Wow, nice nat 20.
Oh my god.
For 20.
Okay. So, our rolls we have are the natural 20 for a 20 and a 25 from a case as well. Gale with a 10. Sorry, Gale with an 11 and Velveteen with an 8. Okay. How are you all investigating this space? You have like just the section you're given to is just meant to be like more of a standard warehouse, not too different from the one from the first case. You just have stacks and stacks of all these shelves of different items. You are led to this one space where you can see that there is essentially like a whole wall of crates that seem to just of empty space where crates once were. Over here, you can see like there might have been. But yeah, like, how are you all going with the investigation here?
Just trying to find the area that the stuff was in, and then like any, like, I don't know, traces of anything.
Anything out of place? Any possible
Hidden compartments like last time.
behind? Yeah, hidden compartments. Just clues. If anyone left accidentally, maybe drop something, or a lock
Like-
of hair fell off, or
Like,
etc. etc.
scratches from a weapon. The smell of
Considering-
sulfur.
Mm-hmm.
Hands in my pocket, just kicking a can around. I'm depressed.
Considering everything that we know so far, Twister is looking for any blood, any type of struggle, any sort of recent damage of any kind.
Or any red liquid,
Any red liquid in the pile, perhaps.
Oh, I need to replace the one I just lost.
Okay. You don't necessarily find any signs of struggle, Twister. Like, you look throughout the whole building and you don't see anything broken. You don't see, like, blood or anything. You don't see any signs that weapons would have been drawn or used here. Anytime recently, at least. Like, the most you get are some, like, bumps against the wall where, like, some wood and, like, other, like, rubbings would have been marked, left from, like, crates bumping in, or, like, other boxes kind of, like, moving on through. You don't see a lot of, like... Yeah, throughout the whole space, it looks like whatever happened would have been peaceful. Almost as if, like, the people just kind of, like, walked in unintruded. Achaeus?
What's up, bestie?
Something you and Twister also notice, as Twister's seeing while looking for damage, is that there are specks of these, this, like, white mineral substance that seem to just kind of, like, trail bits after, like, a mark on the shelving. You can imagine, like, one of the boxes might have been damaged and let some of the powder out as was moving along. And, like, when it gets to outside the warehouse, it goes from being, like, every foot where you'll get, like, a bit more of the trail to just disappearing as the wind just kind of, like, probably took out any trace of that moving along. But within the space itself, this is something only for Achaeus. Because you have a
Can you
special
can you hold that-
sensitivity. Sure.
Can you hold that thought just for a second? Because someone's watching a movie very loud and it is distracting me because my brain's trying to place the soundtrack and then it placed it.
What movie is it? Yatala Class? What movie do you think it is?
Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption, known for its soundtrack.
No, I'm
I
gonna say
know
Les Mis.
exactly what movie it was.
What was it?
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Blech. Gross.
Yeah.
Blech.
Anyways,
Let us continue.
Okay, so this isn't something you see, smell, feel, hear, or touch. This is something you know. Something you sense from within because of your own attunement to this. As you're in here, it began as a small ache in your mind. But as you spend more time in here, you also feel like the presence of that sand liquid in that vial trudge through here, and you can feel its presence as if it was just within like one of these, within a box further to the your right in the space and on a different level. Looking over to that spot and even moving your way up there, you just see like an empty space where that sensation comes from. Whatever was there was already moved as well.
okay. Don't know if I should share that with the rest of everyone because that's insanely weird. That's a little sus. Hey guys, what's up? I know they had that red liquid, that blood here. No, they had it. How? I can sense it. Nope. I'll keep that to myself.
So, nothing here?
No, it looks like they took everything and
Left.
just left peacefully.
But Nate, what did I find? I'm kidding, Nate. I'm joking.
I had to double check what you had.
Yeah, Nate. Nate, did I discover the hidden layer when I kicked that empty soda can against the wall?
No, sorry. You just left another mark along the wall.
The trail of powder that we got led to, like where it ended, what direction is it pointing?
Just outside. It doesn't necessarily go anywhere after that.
Okay,
Like
is
it disappears. It disappears after it gets out the warehouse.
Is it like a main entrance, a side entrance?
The main entrance. Just went outside the front door.
They boldly walked through.
Right.
Using
Boldly
some
walked-
sort of magic to clear the memories or enchant.
If it was a spell like suggestion, that theoretically lasts 8 hours.
But would that modify their memory?
Forget we were here.
Just ask them. You can ask them essentially to not pay any attention to what's happening, and you won't
But
have a
wouldn't you
memory of
still-
it.
But wouldn't you still see that though?
Not until I believe. Actually,
I don't know.
that's a good question.
As a wizard, I never trained that much in enchantment magics. I found them kind of to be quite droll, if I'm to be honest.
I feel like there's something, like one last piece.
I mean, okay, so what we have so far is that what we still haven't found is where...
The location Bronson died.
Yes. If that's related to this whole thing, which something in my heart is telling me that it is for whatever reason, but I can't... 'Cause I don't think we've found any reason to link those two things. right? Like, we know that someone in some, like, dark armor killed Bronson in a warehouse. But we know that from our cold open, but we just know that someone with, like, undescribed dark armor dropped Bronson, or, like, killed Bronson somewhere along the river. Which
Why?
we don't know if it's the same armor as the blade marks or not.
Here's how I'm thinking about this. So we know from what's the baby griffin's name?
The fucking
I
yeah,
don't remember.
baby.
The baby griffin. The baby griffin told us about the person in dark armor throwing Bronson into the river.
Dark leather armor kept their faces hidden.
Asin.
Yes.
Asin told us that. We were attacked by assumedly the same people. That's what Twister's assuming. We were
Didn't
attacked by assumedly the same people.
Yeah.
at some point wasn't it something like someone said? I don't know if this was in the cold open or not, but didn't someone say something like it was to silence him? It was to silence Bronson.
There was something, yes, about being silenced.
I
Or
don't
like,
remember.
we need to silence this before the race.
Yeah, I don't remember if that was the
Um,
Griffin telling us that or if that was in the cold open.
I think that was cold open. I don't think
They-
the griffin was close enough.
Like, you never heard anything about, like, directly about, like, the reason.
Was okay, question. The armor the people are wearing, the dark leather, the people that attacked us, were they the same type of armor as the
Y'all were never attacked by people wearing dark leather armor. You were attacked by people wearing...
Wearing masks.
Wearing masks and hoods,
Yes.
that was it? Okay.
hoodies.
The dark leather
So-
armor that all of your characters know is the uniform armor for the blade marks.
Blade marks.
So, I mean, theoretically, we could assume in character that what Asin told us is that a blade marked individual was seen with Bronson's body. Right?
This is true, yeah.
Because of
Good
dark leather
possibility.
armor. That, like, statement that Asin told me.
Mhm.
But we can't really find the body because the body's probably gone because it's been dead for like 5 days at this point. Somewhere
Yeah.
around the like 5 to like 3 days ago range. Or even honestly a week ago range.
How long had Bronson been missing?
A
5
few-
days is what Ilsa told us.
It was 5 days, but
since she had last spoken.
yeah.
And the powder was stolen
A week ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
So powder was stolen. He may have seen something that he wasn't supposed to, and then they took care of him.
Oh yeah, that's a. Can we make
We-
that conclusion in character?
I mean, it's a possibility, but I'm saying we can't really make us as the characters. But I don't know if we can make that conclusion.
We saw Granwin. Is that his name?
Cranwin, yeah.
We saw Granwin with that same powder on him.
Yeah.
We
So we know
also saw Boromar people in
Kavak's Landing.
Cabot's Landing.
I assume that's unrelated merely because the fact that Ilsa went off to go deal with it on her own. So Becca Morgan's like, that's not our problem. That's an Ilsa problem.
No, that's a good point.
But it probably has nothing to do with the case.
So we're just investigating the inside, correct? This is all
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
inside stuff.
And as
Could
you're
we
all...
in-
Sorry, go ahead.
Could we investigate the outside potentially, just to see if there's anything out there we might have missed?
Okay.
Okay. Can
Can
I
someone
re-roll,
roll a
please?
D100 real quick?
Oh, I'll do it.
Okay. Roll 69. So you win.
47.
47.
Off by
No.
22.
Shame.
Okay. You all, as you make your way outside of start looking at the things there, you can see that the guard for the warehouse is currently chatting with another Boromore clan member. One who was already seen by one Gale here.
Yeah.
And it's one of the ones that was in like the more raggedy suits. They seem to be just having a conversation, talking over things. As the one in the tattered suits, just kind of like carries a bit of like a cart with them as well. Is kind of like making their way inside. The guard goes, yeah, I have no idea what the fuck they're after.
Like a bat, like
Must have a pottery business going on. All that clay.
Can I make an
Well,
intelligence
hope that
check?
goes with them. An intelligence check? Sure.
Yeah, because you said something very pointedly about clay. I'm wondering if I could piece the three components that we know: sulfur, that, and clay together to make basically, I'm assuming, a bomb of a variety.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Like, I think those are three ingredients to make a bomb.
They are, but
I'm making that's my thought. Gale, I presume, knows nothing about bombs or how to make bombs.
are you like thinking this aloud?
No, because the person that's there is
Okay.
is like right there. This is all like I'm saying this because I'm asking Nate if I can make an intelligence check to say if I'm right or not.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your intelligence check.
You got the D4.
Thank you. God, Galen, Lore,
I don't think
Morales.
a D4 won't help you right now.
So
Well, what if I use a hero point as well?
okay, I'll also ask
Nate?
since I did
He's
hear.
not answering me, so I'm rolling it.
I did
Okay.
overhear the same thing and
Nate, what if
saw
I
this.
use a knowledge from a past life? My last one of the day.
Sorry, Johnny, go ahead
Nate?
as well.
Jesus.
You sure, Nate? Here,
That's
I'll-
24.
Johnny, you can still talk, say something if you want to.
I was gonna ask, since I also saw this and the clay is being mentioned, if I could roll intelligence as well.
You're allowed to as well.
I've spent all my things.
And
I get it? I got from an 8 to a 24.
11, Nate. I don't know.
Yes, Gale, you start to remember from your own time in the war, back to like I'm sorry, Johnny. Oh,
No, it's great.
it's something you could never be part of because most of this was done in a safe and secure spot, and there would always have to be a lot of protections here. You remember some of the seeing some of this chemicals being brought into special warehouse that be built along, and some of the crates that would come by, and like remember like, oh yeah, diatomite, I saw that before, sulfuric acid as well, and now hearing clay, remember that being another thing. To help all these things, just some of the ingredients used to help craft a powerful explosive that could not be negated by, at least not easily, by magic. The sole purpose of it being used in warfare being its for the last war, that it was very powerful, and magic cannot be destroyed by like counter spells or any other spells meant to take out magic. So it could be like a last resort weapon if needed. Rolled up into sticks with a fuse at the end, sometimes remotely detonated by spells, dynamite. And the fact that they've taken a ton just for the dynamite. This ain't just a handful of sticks.
How near are we to the guards? Well, the guard and then the individual that just brought in all the.
They just would have passed you by as you're at the like entryway, or the big door.
Yeah, I'm just going to like grab my earring and just very quietly whisper, "They're making bombs." Into the earring of messaging.
We're still on the room, right?
We're outside.
Okay.
Great.
And presumably a lot of it. With the amount of clay that they just said, and then the amount of pesticide that was stolen.
We may need to.
Let's talk about this elsewhere.
We need to get out of here.
Thank you again for your time. I hope that your business continues to go well and you don't have any other big incidents like that.
Oh, I hope so. Our heads will roll.
Oh, probably.
Please
Good night.
send a good word for me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Do we just like walk somewhere else?
Sure.
To like an alley or something?
Do we want to discuss this here? Or do we want to wait till we get back to the office?
I mean, we're like at Cliffside, right? Basically.
Yeah, I imagine. I guess, can we roll perception to see when it's around?
I'll let you all just give it to you all then. You don't see anyone around you as you kind of like back off into this like hidden area.
So, that was 100% one of the Bormos that was up in Tavik's Landing earlier. That I saw. And the ones that Ilsa went to go investigate. And then, if they're selling clay, presumably, clay plus the diatomite plus sulfuric acid, which I believe Velveteen and I both smelt sulfur on our good friend Cranwin. Equals equals a new magic resistant bomb that they're working on called dynamite.
Okay. And that's more than likely going to be used in the upcoming race.
I don't know if I can jump to that conclusion with it.
I mean, it would be several hundred people, thousands maybe, all watching this at once.
No Clan Didiniath member has any stake in the race, right?
No, yeah, that's why I'm
It's
like.
true.
That is also why I was like, they could to make a scene, like to make a showing, but at the same time, it feels like it's going to be used for something else, maybe during the race. Because all eyes are going to be on the race. They could be planning something bigger to use it on.
So the blade marked are the ones making the bombs.
Yeah.
Know that.
Yes.
We don't really know when or where they're going to be used. The best guess we can give is the race, but even then, we can't be 100% sure on that.
We assume that the blade marked killed Bronson, but we have no way to
Prove it
100% put them together.
unless we can find wherever Bronson was dealt with, which would be somewhere along here, along Cliffside. But it's been days at this point.
Yeah, there's no way that's still around.
Is there a Boromar warehouse that has clay in it?
Presumably the one we were just at. That's why the person was returning, right?
Did that warehouse have any clay in it?
The one you were just in? Presumably. There's nothing suspicious about clay being taken, a small bit of clay being taken out.
So. I don't know what to do at this point.
I'm not sure either, unless we're able to get a time and location to be able to attempt to interject in any way and stop the use of these bombs, then we're a little stuck.
We don't know exactly motive at the moment, right?
No, we don't really have motive.
No.
And that's the biggest thing we need right now. Well, that in the location where they're going to be using the bombs.
Didn't Ilse... so... Didn't Ilse...
I have in my notes from like last session, I have the note worried about something being discovered before the case. So we did overhear that somewhere.
What's up, Stone?
So I was like, that's why I
Oh, okay.
remembered that. I was like, I don't feel like that was in the cold open. I feel
Oh,
like we heard
yeah,
that
sorry.
at some point.
Yeah, that part was something Asin told Gale through Happy.
Yeah, that was what I thought.
Sorry.
I was like, I couldn't tell if it was cold open or if it was something that we heard from was told by the Griffin.
So they're worried about their bomb thing being discovered before the race. So if they're worried about that, and that's theoretically the reason that if Bronson got because of that, then
he saw what happened.
He discovered what they
before
were
the
doing.
race.
I mean,
Or they figured out that the baby griffin saw them.
I mean,
Then why wouldn't they get rid of the baby griffin?
Exactly. So then Bronson must have been involved in some way, shape, or another. We're also relatively close to the river at this point in time, and also if they're moving a literal ton of material, from this place to another one, they gotta have a warehouse somewhere nearby, which could be
a lot.
theoretical where Bronson died.
I
kind of scenario.
have one use of locate object. I can just say to locate dynamite, and
But when you have to like physically know what that is, like,
I mean, you could use it on the material.
That's true.
The pest control.
yeah.
yeah. I could also use it on. Oh no, Clay would be stupid.
Yeah, you're gonna get pinged fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
That shit's...
Yeah.
But-
So.
Remind me what the range on locate object is.
I think it's
Isn't it
1,000
feet?
1,000 feet.
This is a very large city. I'll tell you that beforehand.
Yeah, but
the
who's
river-
using pest control, Nate?
That is the issue, is that it's pest control. That if it pings wherever...
That it's not 100% certain.
Well, worst case scenario is right now we go see where he died, and if there's anything
We'd have
left
to
from
find
there.
it, and that's searching like fucking square miles worth of land. More than a square
I
mile.
mean, have we been to the river yet?
We're at the river kind of right now. It's
Yeah, but we weren't, like you said, given specifics on where he died.
Could you?
What if we just take a glance at it?
at a river.
Mhm.
It's water. Well,
I know it's
I don't know what the
water.
river's gonna tell you. It's just like, oh yeah, bitch for fucking fluid.
We look at the
Vampires.
river and we see a boat full of dynamite just drifting on
I mean,
by.
you don't know. I mean, it could happen.
I mean, it could, but I don't think it will.
Okay, but
There
you go.
were people who left the fight we were in, right? Or no,
They died. They all died.
Never mind. They got.
It
they
was
got-
brutal.
They either
They
died or
got
fell. to
fucking
the death.
brutally murdered. Never
They
mind. I was
tried to
gonna say
leave and we flat out refused them.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Speaking of that fight, though, how do they fit into all this? Unless they are mercenaries that aren't technically blade marked.
That's what I'm trying to wonder.
Because why would they come after us?
Ooh, good point.
They come after us assumedly because of Happy.
But why? They
They
how
wouldn't
would
know
they
that.
know anything about that? Because theoretically, no one knows about Happy.
So I have a question. The masks they were wearing. Do all of them wear these masks, or is it just the ones we've seen?
That is not a blade mark thing.
That is not. Could we use? It's 1,000. Let's say if we use locate object on a mask like that, if we could find something else. But
That was what I was thinking, but
The mask might be the closest thing we have to a unique item.
I mean, yeah, but
It's not a good one, but
yeah,
I'm looking up locate object.
it's either that or
myself.
pesticide, and again, that's still
because
risky.
isn't locate object just for one specific object? That's the
Mhm.
thing. It's not like
It's-
a general. I want a mask that looks like this. It's you have to be looking for a
Mhm.
specific item.
So would that even work with pesticide realistically? If we did that?
No.
describe
No, it wouldn't.
describe or name an object that is familiar to you. It doesn't need to be a specific one.
yeah, but does it
Oh,
ping like the first
The
example?
spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once.
Yeah, so no.
That's why I didn't suggest that, and I was asking if anyone had gotten away. Because I mean, like, if you saw someone in the
Yeah.
fight who got away, we could try to locate
Do that
object
next.
on them. But
So
everyone died.
So hypothetically, if we were to create dynamite and then use locate object on the dynamite, could we find more dynamite?
No.
Okay.
No, it would
because-
be
That would take a long time.
It
No,
would
I'm
also
just-
be
I'm just
the
making sure.
it would be the specific stick of dynamite that we are thinking of would be the one that would ping, I think.
Gotcha.
With the
gotcha.
way that I think locate object
Yes.
works.
Or like just any other sticks if you don't want a specific one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Which everyone knows, everyone just has sticks of TNT lying everywhere.
all over.
Yeah, we're cartoon characters.
Yeah, but we don't know what a stick of
Whoa,
dynamite looks like.
whoa,
'Cause we've never
Wile
seen
E.
one.
Coyote over
No.
here, calm down.
Well, two of you do. Like I said, two of you have seen them.
Stone, you want to be Roadrunner or Wile E.
I
Coyote?
have seen dynamite.
Be Roadrunner.
You just gave
Okay,
me
cool.
canonically that I have seen dynamite,
Meet
but
me.
I can't. What's the text of locate object?
I'll put it up.
No,
Thank you.
we need the specifics here.
There you go.
An object that is familiar to you. What does Nate? What describes familiar to you? If I drew a picture in watercolor of a stick of dynamite,
If you did like
you don't need to have an intimate understanding. You don't need to know the specifics of all of the materials, not just the three you know about. You don't need to know the whole process. You just need to know what it is and what it looks like, I'd say.
if you
well,
like
stick
did a
that's
minor
really big-
illusion,
I don't have minor illusion. That's why I'm like, can I draw it?
If you draw it well
but-
enough, that might count.
Yeah. What does prestidigitation do?
I think it does like here's how the explosion sounds.
Yeah. You can create a non-magical trinket or an illusionary image that can fit in your hand.
Dynamite
Oh.
would fit in your hand.
I prestidigitate what a stick of dynamite looks like.
Oh. Huh.
Does that work, Nate?
Why is it like that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I'll say
you
it
create
works.
Okay.
I summon a stick of dynamite to a hand.
And then 6 seconds later it vanishes.
Look
That's long enough to be like, this.
Yeah.
right now. Whoop.
Oh! Sorry, I
You
was
missed
looking
it.
away.
I'll do it
Did you-
again.
Did you say something?
I don't think I should do it now. The best.
Chances are it's going to be in this area.
You might
Yeah.
as well do it now.
All right. I mean, I guess I'll use my last second level to cast locate object
Okay.
on
Right.
dynamite.
don't know if we do find a location of it, if we should stick around and do anything until the morning, because we've already been through a fight today and we are a little short on spell slots, I'm assuming.
I am on 1 first level and that's it.
You cast the spell based off of the magical image that was presented upon you and the understanding of what this is supposed to be. Nothing pings within 1,000 feet of your location. You are at not the bottom of Sharn. You are at the bottom of the cliff by Sharn. Thousands of feet below where the city starts before it gets to the towers. You are already very far away from the city. That's what I was trying to get to, sorry.
Yeah, but I
So-
think our thought of casting it here is that we
Yeah.
think that Bronson discovered along here, and that's why he was murdered along Cliffside.
Mm-hmm.
Also, no idea how this fucking city is laid out.
Sorry,
No idea.
Still no clue. Every map you show us, I'm like, oh, I understand it. And then you say that thing, and I'm like, oh, nope, don't understand the city anymore.
Hypothetically, we try again in the morning. Would then
We can try it again. We could try it again near the race. See if
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah, we could try to do again
Anywhere
like
near
half
there.
hour before the race.
I mean, we call an Uber right now and get him just to do like a buck wild ride around while we got 10 minutes.
Sorry.
just like
It's ticking.
here's
Go,
100
go,
gallopers. Go, break every
Fucking
law. Just
floor.
go.
You
10
get,
more
that's when we
Gallifers
get
for-
the old man.
10 more gallopers for every red light you run. Go.
Nate crying. It's okay, Nate.
No, that was just me being like, oh yeah, I thought I had showed you the 3D map I showed before. No, I forgot. I guess I didn't put that into the Discord.
I got these two that look like Cliffside is just along a river, and the rest of the town is just right next to it.
Sorry.
So hypothetically, let's just say we're in a spot where it is 1,000 feet away.
Yeah, we're
It's-
just there, actually.
I can't Deus Ex Machina everything. I'm sorry.
No, you
That
can't.
just
Hard
cheapens
cut.
it.
Hold on. Hard cut. All right, editor, insert here where we're actually there. And
What editor? Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday's an
You pay
editor.
Sunday to edit?
Proud of them.
No.
Yeah, Sunday's the only one that gets money off of this.
She's paid with experience.
Paid
Exposure.
with clout.
Yeah. Sunday
Wow.
doesn't need more clout.
You hear that, baby? You're getting paid in exposure.
But
Mm.
yeah, I'm sorry, the location you're at, you don't get the ping.
Right. Okay. So, I don't know what fucking else we can do at this here particular moment in time.
I mean, we'll be cutting the clock pretty close, but wait until tomorrow may just be.
I mean, if we head back, because it's like, what, 7 p.m.?
Yeah, it's like 7
Head
p.m.
back, take a
We
rest.
head back, immediately go to sleep. Then we get an early start the next morning.
It'll be like 3, 4 a.m.
Yeah, 3, 4 a.m. It's a long day, but then that gives us, like, however long before noon, before the
9
race
hours,
starts.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'd imagine whoever's planning this will be setting up very early to make sure everything's hidden and taken care of.
Yeah.
We gotta risk it. Gotta risk it because
Gotta risk it for the biscuit, yeah.
Is that one of mine or is that one of yours?
What do you mean?
No, the whiskey for the biscuit.
That's one of the things that I've said before.
I'm sorry. I know it was a serious moment. I feel like I said it as well. It's just,
I mean, if we both say it, then we both say
No,
it.
no,
So
it's-
we're
it's-
from
it's-
different places.
it's-
We're for
no, no,
different things.
it-
I
it's
wanna
interesting.
Talking about a chaos.
Y'all gotta know what a biscuit is. I'm sorry.
I know what a
I am-
biscuit is.
It's
Yeah.
made of dough
I
and
believe
flour. And
They're talking
yeast
about
and
the
rices.
phrase "brisket for a biscuit," which I believe is a pretty common phrase.
Also
It's
fake.
just- I've never heard anyone else say it.
I
It's
just want to also
surprised
say
me.
while I'm being like this at this particular
gonna
moment,
call
I
a-
am not a
I'm gonna call a
heterosexual
load.
man.
You're not a
Follow them.
heterosexual man, you say. Are you
No,
doing anything later? I'm just curious.
Would you
Um,
like to go for boba?
I will shoot my shot now.
Are you genuinely shooting a shot right now, good sir?
I am genuinely shooting my shot right now.
Sorry, but Galen's married.
We're currently still relatively in a fight. I will remind you right now we're being relatively civil about it. I am also, I don't want to get into it, but I'm kind of seeing someone, but also I'm trying not to see anyone because I am Galen Law Morales,
You know what?
a married heterosexual man.
You know what? That's understandable. Maybe some other time. You know, we a little bit down the
Proud
road.
ally.
If you're not busy, we could work this out if need be. If not, I'm okay with this.
Okay. I mean, yeah, whatever.
I just think I have a lot to bring to the
I'd have
table
to talk to-
personally.
I'd have to, yeah, sure. I'll whatever. What does that lift getting here?
The
Well, let's
elevator
figure for like
falls,
5
About
minutes.
like 5 minutes from now.
and y'all
Oh, okay.
What
manage
the
to
fuck is this?
y'all get all the way back.
Put your crystal away.
What the fuck is this?
Do I, in
And-
however much time left I have on locate object, locate dynamite?
I imagine it's like
While we're
Twister
flying
running
through
up
the
and down
city.
the street for 5 minutes. Is like
It's
"Do I look
10
idiot?
minutes.
Do I look idiot?"
What?
10 minutes. Roll me a D100.
Oh my gosh, please.
If it's a 51 or above, we find it immediately.
If it's a 69. we
28.
win.
That's
The spell, you lose concentration of it by the, while you're mid-elevator and you'd never get the ping.
whale shucks. I guess on the morrow we'll sort this out, yes?
Oh, that seems like it.
Okay.
You okay?
Yes, I'm quite fine. I don't know what you are exactly talking about.
You seem a little flustered a little bit.
I'm not flustered, I never fluster. This is just simply what I sound like.
Okay. That's
Mhm,
interesting.
yep.
Can I roll an insight?
No.
I have been rolling such shit this session. It's not gonna go well. I
So?
win, it's fine.
Iconic though.
Yeah, Gail's fucking flustered.
Yeah. We'll talk about it later. It's fine.
No, we won't.
Stop
I'm
looking
talking
into
to
the
you.
eyes of this great ally of ours.
Yeah, you all.
I am a married man.
Are y'all just going back to the agency then?
Yeah.
Yes.
I believe we're going to the agency for an early night so we can wake up at like 3 a.m.
Okay.
Huh.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go to the inn.
Oh yeah. Can we drop them off?
Oh,
at,
yeah.
The Forest Whitaker Inn or whatever. I don't know what it's called. I don't know if you came up with a name for it.
I thought we established that it was called the Justin Case or something like that.
Ah, but Forest
Like something
Whitaker's
stupid.
weird.
No, it's the
Yeah,
in
it's-
and out.
But yeah, you're brought to the in and out.
Yeah. Where I'm going after this.
Cool.
That
Many
flex
things.
though, ow. Okay, anyways, besides Galen, we all go to bed.
Okay. I mean, y'all get those who get to the agency. You'll see like Trash and Iana and Sai seem to be talking with each other for a bit, and
Wait, do we see them as we're walking up?
as you open the door.
You sure we don't see them through the window before we go inside?
Curtains are probably drawn.
Yeah, you don't. They draw through the curtains. You don't see inside.
Oh, they drew the curtains.
Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll head inside then.
Okay. You'll see them having a conversation to themselves. You just that like the bits you get are just kind of like. It sounds like stuff like from the past, like yeah, fell down then and that's how I got this scar. Hey there. Took you off. It's where are you off at?
We were investigating some materials that have gone apparently missing from Ilsa Borma.
Do we want to tell them everything? What do we? I'm whispering this to Galen, by the way. I'm not like saying it aloud.
Just, like, shake my head. No.
Okay. We came up short. You know, sometimes that happens.
Okay.
Well, hope you two have a lovely night.
Oh, sorry, no.
Bye.
Were you going to tell them anything?
I said what I said.
Oh.
I said we went to go investigate something from Ilsa Boromar, and that's all I said.
Okay.
If they ask more, they can ask more, but that's all I'm saying.
Alright, Trish, just... Alright, well... I can see about helping you all with that. Tonight or later.
No, take that. We're actually all heading to bed because investigation kind of drew short. So
Yeah. I'm gonna grab some carrot juice, but yeah.
Okay. And Iana will go ahead and go... just kind of like stand up and brush her knees off, or like brush the dust off her knees, kind of like...
No, you don't have to leave on our account. You can.
No, it's...
Please. We're simply all heading upstairs to go to bed immediately.
It's-
We have a spare bedroom upstairs as well if you want to stay the night.
I appreciate the gesture, but I must return to my own station before heading out on my own. Just wanted to be here to let y'all know that we're able to have detect thoughts and make sure to learn through a zone of truth as well that man that was given to us was indeed spying and infiltrating and manipulating some things. Tomorrow they'll try to delve deeper. They failed. Our mages failed today, so hoping for better luck tomorrow.
You apologies. You said that this case had begun because you thought they were doctoring documents about a drug bust, or was something stolen, or what was the case again that I totally remember?
Oh, yeah, some case where there was some. I wasn't able to get too much word on the actual materials myself. All I was able to see was some vials and one of the open boxes. Something red.
Something red. All right. Sulfuric acid's the same in this world as it is in our world, right? And it's not red in the blood stuff. Okay, great. I don't know. D&D could be weird. It'd be like sulfuric acid is actually devil blood, or some horse shit.
No, sulfuric acid is still clear.
Okay, great. Yeah. That's just what I wanted to make sure.
Well, hope you all have a pleasant evening, and I look forward to our next visit.
It was great seeing you.
And with that, she'll take a bow, and Yana will let herself out. Trash just sighs, leans back. Alright, so what is the case?
So is this where we fill her in?
Yes. So Ilsa had a bunch of a pesticide stolen from her that we have put several pieces together and found out that House Dedeneth is making dynamite.
Why are they making explosives?
And that's the part we don't know. But Velveteen and I saw, whatever his name is. I want to call him Caldwell every single time, but that's not his name. Cranwin, smelled both of sulfur and had the same pesticide on his neck, and a random Boromar has been selling clay up in Tavik's Landing as well. That is what the Boromars were doing now.
Do you know where any of this is being held? Do you know any of the plans
No.
beyond this?
Not at all.
No.
to be honest, if we did, I presume that the lot of us wouldn't be here trying to go to bed to do more investigating in the morning, but we are wiped spell-wise.
Y'all take your rest. I got it from here.
Alright.
I'll get her information. And she'll go ahead and walk up and get out the door.
Oh, Trash.
Yes?
The two of you have a nice talk.
It's better. It was a nice talk.
I'm glad to hear that. Stay safe.
You can count on that.
I
And
better.
and then she'll just kind of like make her way out. You hear. You can hear like a bit of a vroom. And that's it as the door closes.
Alright.
I keep forgetting I can use Channel Divinity to give myself a spell slot back.
Oh, well. Well, we're already home. So, I believe it's time for bed.
Betty, bye.
It is.
Betty
indeed.
bye. Yes.
What's a chaos up to in the end?
Oh,
Sleeping.
Okay.
that's a
I-
little sus.
Chaos is
That's
just
it.
like Chaos is like sleep, but also just starts doing like a shit ton of push-ups.
yeah, yeah.
I thought you were gonna say a shit ton of cocaine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to IKEA, get a fucking dresser, and build it in this stupid.
All right.
Yeah,
just
sleeping.
before we go here, there's anyone else have anything they want to do at the agency?
Is there any? Is Happy still here?
Yes.
So
Okay. Thank God.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
Yeah, Happy, you'll go ahead and just kind of like crash at one of the empty rooms.
Thank God. Out of my room.
I'll just offer Galen a glass of carrot juice.
Not my room. My room's locked.
Is that carrot reduction?
I just like look at it and go, I haven't we had a discussion many times that I don't need to eat or drink anything.
Just do it as a peace offering. I don't know.
Carrot juice as a peace offering?
Well, it's too late for
I don't know
boba,
it-
guys.
I don't know
Alright.
exactly where you're from, but I ain't never seen a carrot get juiced. So this whole kind of concept is honestly bizarre, and I don't want to know more about it.
I mean, I have. I mean, I
Have a-
believe I have some leftover boba and or apple juice. If you would.
Have a good rest of your night, Velveteen. I'm gonna go sit and stare at a wall for approximately 6 hours.
Okay.
That's how I sleep. Good night. If you prefer, I could stand in the hallway very threateningly.
No,
I don't
no,
have a
right
I
at-
don't have a spectral hand to do it, but I'll certainly try my damnedest.
Just stare right at Velveteen's door.
no, no, thank you.
T-pose over Velveteen's bed.
I'm gonna stand very awkwardly, and then if anyone tries to sneak out to go have any affairs with any individuals that they shouldn't be having affairs with, I'll catch them. I'll see it.
Hey,
No,
all
that's
right.
me.
Hey, you're hitting multiple different campaigns here. All right.
What? Why's my nose bleeding?
Oh no, you've crossed the streams.
Ew. That game wasn't streamed, actually. Anyway.
Anyways, oh, if nothing else there, a chaos.
Good.
Why are you
Let's
gonna
go,
die?
bestie. Yeah.
In your slumber, you awaken in a small, dark, confined room. No doors, save for one in front of you, wooden and familiar. The one that used to lead into your bedroom back at the farmhouse.
Oh man.
You
I'll
stand
open
here.
it.
You can't.
Oh,
It won't budge for
okay.
you. You stand here for some time and try the door. When it won't give, you hear that familiar voice. Our dearest Zacchaeus. What do you want?
What do I want? I feel like that's plenty clear. I've made plenty clear what I want. I want revenge.
So you say. So you dream. So you hope. Funny thing, those hopes and dreams, aren't they? The figure
Wait, can
that figure goes ahead and presents himself in his shadowy, misty form. There is nothing stable about this image anymore. It is only loosely humanoid. As it sits down at a table, produces and chair that it produces for itself and leans. Look at this space. This is nothing but a dream that you brought up. It does not exist. It does not exist. It's just a wish you had. Something you wanted to see.
What do you want?
I already told you I just want to help you. I want to give you your wish. What we agreed on. Tell me, with these dreams, is anything here tangential? Is anything here real?
What do you mean?
This realm of dreams is a gateway to a real world. And a gateway to the hopes and wishes of others. Every day we dream. Every day we hope. We wish. We want something. We have something we yearn for. To gain something we lost. To see someone we lost. To regain what was taken from us. To look into the loves that have gone by. And the loves that could be. The people whose bonds have been broken and those that can be salvaged. It wasn't too long ago that you had an actual visit to that realm, huh? You and your friends. Tell me, what did they find within the realm of dreams?
What did they find? What did we find in the realm of dreams? You're speaking of when we found the oh no, what was his name? What was the boy's name?
It is not the child I speak of.
Oh. Okay.
They found their dreams here. One found the father lost, and another found the soul that should have been severed, did they not? Are those real? Or are those dreams?
They were real.
So you'll find out, maybe. The truth will show itself. A dream you did not have. As that he says that, you can start to hear the sounds of thuds and slicing from outside the door. The heat in the room begins to rise, and you can see smoke billow in from the cracks of the door. Okay, yes. You said you wished for revenge.
Yeah. That's all I want.
I've grown tired of this game of ours, and I would like to know if that is truly what you want, or if you wish to know the truth now.
What do you mean?
It has gone on quite a bit, and I'm not sure you want to continue a game of cat and mouse that has no end game. you can hear the sound of a body fall on the other side. A person scream.
Stop with this. You're
This
Just
is
tell
not
me
me,
what
this
you're
is
saying.
you. I am but a dream that was answered by you. I am here because of your wish, but you seem to have forgotten what that wish is. Who is your revenge against?
Tarla.
No. You can hear another body fall on the other side. Do you want the truth, or do you want to continue living in a dream?
I want the truth. Whatever it is.
The truth you shall have, and freed from this dream you will be. Open the door.
I'll go and open the door.
With that, as you turn, you see the table and chair disappear. Tarloth fade out. The room stretches and expands to have the bed and the furniture that you were familiar with inside your room. And you turn and open the door, feeling frightened all of a sudden about what could be on the other side, as you feel a small hand hold onto yours. Worried about a chaos on the other side, you open it in a frenzy, in a hurry, and feel something slice against you. And fall down and witness the fire and frenzy take as you witness yourself killing and walking through the door, glazed look in your eye before departing away. And the room shifts, and you feel yourself being brought to your feet. And and your patron sits resting his chin on his hands. I am a wish for revenge. But more importantly, I was your wish to forget. Enchanted and ruined by those who came just because of a chance you might come to Sharn, and here you came anyways.
That can't be true.
Still in denial, but these are your memories you were shown. That wasn't a dream. Tarloth
never-
was slain already. You're right. They wanted you to be scared and left alone. Never coming over here, never having a reason. You were supposed to die that day as well. But I answered your prayers. Not as a god, but as someone that would help you. I am your wish for
He just-
revenge, but
he
not
just
against
sits-
who you thought.
Fuck. He just sits and he is just like stares in disbelief. So Yeah, he just sits and he stares in disbelief, and he can't. Everything feels like it's crashing down around him. Like the floor dropped out from under him. And he remembers all the carnage that he saw that day. And can't believe that that blood is on his hands.
Idolenes stands up and produces from his hand the scythe that you wield and hands it over to you.
What was the weapon that he saw himself killing with?
A scythe.
Oh.
This is yours. It is stained with the blood that you spilled that day, and it will be spilled in the blood of those who wronged you. Take it, and take this revenge I grant to you. And let us be done with this game.
He takes it, but he doesn't say anything. And he stares at it for a bit before he throws it. I can't fight with a weapon. Like, I can't fight with that. I can't do that.
Remember, that's not what form your revenge takes. If that does not suit you anymore, you can find something else. I'll be here. And I'll make sure that your anger is met upon those that need it.
And scene? Question mark?
Yeah. And I'll go ahead and do it for tonight's episode of Shadows of Sharn.
Oh boy. I, before we go any further, want to get out and saying, fuck you, I was right.
To be fair, I was right about your secret.
Yeah, but I let mine slip.
Alright, hope you all had a fun time tonight, and thank you everybody who's been watching as well. Sorry for internet issues that have gone on, at least the recording should be good. Before we head on out, can we go ahead and get to know where all of your lovely faces can be seen elsewhere? Starting over there with Becca.
Hi. Hello, I'm Becca. You can find me anywhere that I'm worth finding as Cool Armadillo, either with a 0 as the final O or not. It really depends on case-by-case basis. As for where you can find me, there are 3 things that you can find me in. You can find me on Monday nights at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Pacific for Ravenloft Misfits at twitch.tv/TalkingXP. Got it, where I play Strahd von Zarovich, Hexblood Barbarian Rogue. Who's well-adjusted and not crying all the time. On Wednesdays, you can find me for the next 2 to 3 episodes of Blood Tax at twitch.tv/takeyourroll. Starting, I don't really know when it'll be tweeted about. Where I play a horny little vampire. And then on Fridays, starting this upcoming Friday, the 24th? Does that sound right to everyone? Great.
Yeah.
You can find me at another undetermined time at twitch.tv/criticalmisses for Growing to the Dim, season 3, where we are Yeehaw Cowboys. I'm not a cowboy. I own a mine.
Yeehaw.
Thank you
That's
very
it.
much.
That's me. Bye.
Move on next. Stone.
Hello, I am Stone. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/hello I am Stone, where I like to stream some games, sometimes some solo games, or play with some friends. Don't know when a stream is going to be this following week because work is attempting to kill me, but it'll probably be sometime soon. Hopefully, like Thursday would be my hope and prayer if I'm not stuck in Pasadena all day. So, yeah, or you can find me on Twitter at Hello I Am Stone, where you can keep up to date with what I'm doing as far as streams and also personally.
Thank you very much as well. Brian.
Hi. You can find me on Twitter at Cosmic Zeta. I am actually gonna be on a stream tomorrow
Really?
with a few of these lovely individuals here, Johnny and Nate, along with Marv. Tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
I
looking
don't
forward
remember
to that.
the time.
Noon Eastern.
Noon Eastern. That's early.
Sorry, it's because of
No, it's
D&D
fine.
later. I had to make it an earlier
No,
one.
it's fine. But yeah, aside from that, that is mainly I think it for the most part for my side of stuff.
All right, thank you very much as well. Last but not least, Johnny.
Let's make this quick. Let's make it easy. Let's make it clean. Twitch and Twitter, it's Macho Madness. Streams are gonna happen when they happen. I can't predict them because work can't predict when I'm going to work. Tomorrow, we'll be doing Tabletop Simulator with Nate, Brian, Marf, myself. And this following Saturday, you can see me, not my actual self, but my wrestling self. That's actually me defending, because I am the reigning, defending, and the all-time GOAT Pizza Hut champion. I'm just better than everyone else because I was born that way and I'm going to die that way.
All right, and thank you as well. And thank you all. Hope you all had a again. I hope you all had a fun time. It's always a pleasure to play with y'all. And see you all some other time as well. Like everyone said, there's gonna be like a tabletop sim tomorrow, and honestly, next week I'll probably start a Metroid binge just because of the Prime remake. Have a wonderful evening, everybody, or morning, or whatever time zone it is right now. Love y'all.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
See you in the stars.
Bye.